Welcome back to the.
He already started.
I'm sorry.
Man.
I'm not cutting this out. Audio listeners
intro.
are going to have to deal with it. Welcome back to the Voodoo Podcast here. We are in the lovely month of May. 2026 is rolling along, which means we are coming ever so close to Midwest Haunters Convention. We have a pre-convention tour that we have to talk about. Of course, the dual Friday night haunts, and then, of course, the convention itself. We are live on location. If you're watching on the YouTube, you will have already seen that at Disturbia Haunted House. I am joined by two of Disturbia's most dedicated members here. They're here in the off season, putting in some work early on weekends. It's a Sunday morning. These guys are not waking up and watching cartoons. They're in here building at the actual location. Please welcome Tyler Booth and Nick Ciraulo.
How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Nick.
That's not Nick. That's Tyler. But
I'm
I mean,
Tyler.
whoa, we're changing it up now. You guys, the identity theft is a crime, Jim.
Well, you know what?
Jim.
It's gonna happen. All right. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you say Jim?
Yeah, you've never seen The Office?
You've never seen that
Oh,
episode?
I have seen The Office.
Bro.
I have.
It's like one of my favorite episodes.
It is a great episode. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
And before I get cease and desisted
Michael?
yeah. Before I get cease and desisted anymore, let's jump right into things. You guys are here, like I said, working in the off season, prepping for a lights on tour here at Disturbia the Thursday before the convention. Tell me a little bit about the work that's going in.
We've got a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of cleaning. That's for sure. Definitely a lot of cleaning. What, Tyler?
You look like you have something
Work.
to say.
Work. Oh, hi, David.
Oh, we've got.
Hop in now.
Yeah, you got to jump in here.
We have our owner here.
Lovely owner, David
Yeah,
Seneca, jumping in. He's going right back to work. But we'll talk about all the things that need to be. Yeah, he loves it.
Look at this guy.
Jesus Christ.
We're already
You
off
have
the rails.
nothing
I love it.
nice.
Yeah, honestly, no, that's great. That's David's whole Voodoo Podcast debut right there. That's
It'll never happen again. It'll be the one and done, and that's it. Like,
This is crop
oh,
shop.
man, yeah. Honestly, that's really all we wanted from David, anyways. I've got it. We're good. We're good. But yeah, no. Tell me a little bit about the work that's going in and what these hours are like.
the hours have been insane. It's been nonstop.
I don't want to.
We got like a whole new room. What? I know you've been working hard. It's not my fault. I live 2 hours away now.
Yeah, you're commuting up from Michigan. Excuse me,
Yeah,
Michigan,
Michigan.
Wisconsin, one of those Midwestern
Yeah,
states.
right.
You're over the border in Wisconsin. Even for the regular season, that's a tough commute. So, I mean, what is it like for weekends for you? I mean, having to come down here, put in the hours, and put in the dedication.
It's very tiring. A lot of Red Bull.
You don't you mean Frankenfuel?
When we have it in stock, yes.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you know, otherwise it's Red Bull.
Yeah. Tyler wants the first sip.
Oh, wow.
Get that little ASMR going on in there. We are sponsored by Frankenfuel here at the Voodoo Podcast. You can get your 15% off discount with www.frankenfuel.com/Voodoo Podcast. We might as well, before we jump into the actual Zombie Zapped segment, I want to talk to you first because we asked him a question. I got to ask you something before we jump into his segment. Tyler, about the work that's being put in, what can you tell us? What can you give away from the new rooms that we are going to see, even as soon as this MHC tour?
The big changes. I don't know. I don't want to give nothing away, but night and day difference from the room that we did versus like what we have now. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I know you don't want to give too much away, and I've already seen a little bit, so I can't give much away either. But it looks so much more full, I'll just say, than it did a month or two ago at this point. So it's coming along nicely. We'll jump into the Zombie Zap segment though, because that's a perfect transition. What's keeping you fueled while you are doing this renovation here? I mean, early mornings, like I said, odd hours. What's got you alive?
David telling me to work harder because I don't work hard enough, I guess.
So pure adrenaline.
No, pure
fear.
piss.
Yeah,
I'm pissed. I get pissed. David's like, oh, we're going to be here till fucking October if you keep fucking working like this.
All right, you got a little Dunkin' Donuts. What else you got in your system?
Yeah, I got a little Dunkin'. Today so far just Dunkin', but it's probably going to be Red Bull later on for sure.
Okay. All right. For me, it's going to be Frankenfuel because we're running off a couple hours of sleep as well. But Tyler, when you're actually in season and you're haunting here, sometimes you're running the line, or sometimes you're security. You man of many hats, many trades, right? Kind of.
Me too.
Tell me a little bit about what you've got keeping you fueled during those nights.
Oh, definitely Frankenfuel if we got it. But if not, I'll go to the 7 Brew, Starbucks, get a Red Bull. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking worth it.
Yeah, I'm not a big coffee drinker myself, so I don't really.
What kind of Italian are you?
I don't get the coffee.
I know, right? I should be drinking cappuccino, right?
That's crazy. I like not even like espresso or nothing.
No.
What about frozen espresso?
Frozen espresso. I've never had that. No.
See.
I'll give it a try. I'll get back to you on
Are
it.
you Sicilian?
I'm not well, okay. My mom did an ancestry and she found out that she's 3% Sicilian. And at first, like a typical Italian, I laughed and said, ha ha ha, you're Sicilian. But then I realized that means I'm 1.5% Sicilian. So are Sicilians actually Italian? Are they separate?
No, we are the best Italian.
Said we. He's Sicilian right there. Are you only Sicilian or any parts of other Italy?
My entire family comes from Sicily.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nobody in my family that's in the northern half at all. So.
Ciraulo, Sicily.
Yep.
I hope that doesn't smell in a second. I heard you. But okay, so we've got the Dunkin'. What kind of food is fueling you typically when you're either doing these days or in the actual season? Because you're Italian, it's got to be the best of the best, right?
For sure. Well, yesterday we had a Italian beef sandwich from Marciano's, I think it is. It's a place out in like Shorewood area, but it's got like this garlic hint to it. It's like fantastic, like really, really good stuff.
Okay, all right. I'll have to give that a try too. Making me hungry already, and it's still early. But as far as the Shorewood area, that's pretty south. Are we also putting in some work to Basement of the Dead?
We have been. There's going to be more work done probably the next couple of weeks here, next couple of days, really, because we're getting close to MHC for that Friday tour for Basement because they've got the full show going on with actors. So, but I mean they've been open, they've been running for the escape rooms that they have there at Basement, right? So it's not like it's unstaffed all the time. There's people there every day. So.
Right. Now let's dive a little bit more into these tours because I prefaced them at the beginning, but we'll give you a little bit more information. If you didn't already know, the Thursday pre-convention bus tour is back. It's a little bit modified this year, so not going as far across the Midwest, kind of staying right here in the Chicagoland area for all three. And 2 of them are going to be lights on tours. It sounds like we're beginning at Hell's Gate and then we're heading over to Disturbia, right?
I was going to say, I think that changed.
Did it change? Okay.
Again?
Or are we still in the middle?
No, I thought we were first. From what you sent. They're coming here first, and they're going to Hell's Gate. They're going to eat there, and then go to.
Oh, okay.
At Hell's Gate. Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Lunch. Oh, okay. All right. Because you know what? Okay. A little behind the scenes here. I was with Caleb Wimbush yesterday. Yep. We took a trip down to Indianapolis for some banana ball between the clowns and the party animals, and he was telling me. No, it's great form. Brewers need you. Gotta roast his team because his team swept me already. So, but hey, you know what? Anybody who beats the Cubs, I'm all for it. Anyways, let's jump back into it. Thursday, I was talking with Caleb, and he was like, I think it's like 5 p.m. to 7, but it sounds like maybe we're having lunch there instead. So I don't know. It sounds like we will start here at Disturbia. So maybe it's a dinner.
Maybe it's a dinner. I don't know.
Should have done my research before. I didn't know. Can we find it online?
Well,
it's got it on there, right?
Screenshots of it.
Oh, he's got it. What you got?
Oh, it doesn't even say.
There should be a time.
It doesn't say
what. It says that.
It says that arrive at Hell's Gate at 3:55 p.m.
That's what we're looking for.
Depart from Hell's Gate.
Or like an early dinner.
Yeah, early dinner.
Okay.
Because they depart at 6:55.
So we're having dinner at Hell's Gate. Dinner in the darkness, basically. I usually turn a light on, but it's okay. We've got.
Said it was candlelit.
Oh, candlelit. Very romantic. Maybe it is dinner. Do I have to bring a date?
I mean, you could bring a date. Tyler will probably go with you.
Will you be mine? Tyler? Tyler Booth. What's your middle name?
John.
Tyler John Booth.
John Wolf.
Wow, that's a
Oh,
crazy
Okay,
comparison.
you just, wow.
Yeah, that's.
You went from 0 to 100 really fast.
He was a person in history. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Anyways, guess we're on a date on that Thursday. We're starting here. I'll pick you up.
You in my ticket?
Hell no. I ain't even paying for dinner. I'm offering for you to go out. You gotta give me something.
How much are fucking tickets, buddy?
I don't know.
But you're going and you don't even know. Dude, you better get your tickets now before the price go up.
Yeah, when does the prices? When do they go up?
Probably like this week.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, I gotta make sure I get in. Buddy? I should. I guess I gotta go do it. Thanks, pal. I guess I'm not paying for you though. You got to give me something here on this dinner date. But well, I'll pick.
David.
Listen, I'll pick you up.
Going to Hell's Gate after you, right?
I'll pick you up from Disturbia beforehand. We'll start at Disturbia. It's a lights on tour, so people get a chance to see what you guys have been hard at work on. What do you think is going to be the difference seeing it in the light? Have you guys done a lights on tour before, and compared to what they'll actually see when you're done with all this work in the fall?
Well, we haven't really done a lights on tour other than with like you, friends, family, whatever. But yeah, so this is the first time, but I'm happy that we're doing it so then they can see all the detail that we put into our sets. Because I mean, most of the time, any haunted house you go to, there's not a lot of lighting. You can't see like everything, so I feel like it gives a good chance to see everything, I don't know.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Tyler.
he's Tyler. He's Tyler with a Y.
Yes.
Tyler with a Y in here. And Nick, tell me a little bit about what this Lights On tour will do for you leading into some of your off-season events. You got one more to go, the Summer Screams, and then the actual season itself.
Yeah, so Summer Screams, for those of you that don't know, that'll be sometime in July, like second, third week of July, I think usually is where that usually lies.
We're not sure yet though on location.
Right. We don't know if it's going to be here. We don't know if it's going to be at Basement. It could be either one this year.
We're getting a dunk tank.
We're getting a dunk tank?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
$5
Oh,
a
yeah.
ball. $5 a ball. Dunk a monster.
Definitely worth it.
Wow, that's kind of Tyler's trying to make money.
Yeah, how many little
Make money.
Usually it's like $5.
Company, man. I'm a company man.
But it's usually like $5 for 3 throws, you know?
That sucks. I don't want to get wet.
And then you got to charge like $2 a ball. Then you really make some money,
How many little side hustles you got going on here? You're here, you're at Basement, you're getting dunked. You're not on any weird websites, are you?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah. I was gonna say you read my mind. I was thinking you might want to plead the fifth. Well, okay, so we've got the Thursday pre-convention bus tour. One more time, it is Disturbia Haunted House first, then Hell's Gate for Linner Candlelit, and then it'll head over to 5 Points Haunted House for an actual. So those first two are lights on tours. It'll be an actual walkthrough with actors in the dark at 5 Points. So an awesome Thursday lineup. I'm super excited to see all three just as equally. I mean, you've got lights on tours for 2, and then you've got an actual walkthrough, and there's not a preference in my book. I'm really excited to see all of what everybody has going on. But then let's jump over to the Friday, where I think for the first time ever, maybe Chris Zarobsky can correct me if I'm wrong, maybe Jen and Rich too, but I think for the first time ever, the Friday night haunt tour is going to be at 2 locations rather than 1. So you're going to get multiple haunts. You kind of got multiple haunts last year with Abandoned, but you're all at 1 location at Abandoned, all 3 or technically 4 haunts. I don't think they had the 4th one running, but I did do it, the extra add-on experience this fall, and it was spectacular. It was amazing.
They added a 4th section there.
Yeah, it was like an interactive one, and I'm struggling. Dalton and some of my other friends over at Abandoned are gonna.
You mean like they touch you and stuff?
No, not they touch you, but like you go into separate rooms and you have tasks that you have to complete without giving too much away. So you're in the story basically, and you're reaching for things, and you're pulling levers, pressing buttons, kind of like an escape room.
Walking through.
Yeah. without giving too much more away, there is a path to it, and so you're not just in one escape room, but it is set up similar to that. I'm trying to think. I think it was called Fear Experience, Fear XD, Fear 3D, Fear something. I think. But yeah, it was phenomenal. I thought that fourth attraction would have won them the Chicago award. The why am I drawing a blank? The Chris Sarowski Haunted House Chicago. Yeah, their award, but it was a tie. It was basically a tie at the end of the season. I could give it away now. Chris and Caitlin came to visit us at Voodoo on Devil's Night, and I said, "All right, so you can spill the beans because I won't be able to get to my phone before the end of the night to spoil anything.
Sure.
Who's winning?" And they said we don't even know right now. And that was the night before they had to make. It was literally hours before they had to make the decision. They said, "We don't know." And we're going home to kind of talk it over.
That's crazy.
So,
That's pretty close then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I thought, I mean, you've got Hell's Gate who built an entire mausoleum, right? I mean, and all
entire building.
Yeah, all the hours and hard work, and really not only architecture, but like all the outside. Alex Wode was telling me that she painted a bunch of the gargoyles and the ghosts out on the outside. So, for them to put in all that work, yes, they do deserve that award as well. But I thought Abandoned Show was like right there. So shout out to those people. But like I said, Abandoned was all in one place, multiple haunts. This Friday night MHC tour will be up the road in both ways, Massacre and Basement of the Dead. So tell me about what you're excited to do over in Aurora on that Friday night.
Who knows? Maybe I'll hop in the river.
Hopping in the river is crazy. You've done it before.
Take a shower for once. You'll never know.
Lord, that I wouldn't consider that a shower. Not in the
That's a shower. Yeah, brother.
Want to see it?
What? No. You can leave your shirt on for this interview. They'll see it maybe at MHC.
Come see. Come Friday.
Friday at Basement. I'll be there. Are you gonna be there?
You're gonna be fucking late.
I'm not gonna be late.
Yeah, you fucking better not.
I'm gonna be right on time.
We're Italians. We're always on
You're
time.
always on time.
Yeah.
See, he knows.
You're sucking my feet.
Wow. Would that be incestual because you're the brothers?
No.
No,
This is a like daily thing.
It's like Alabama, you know.
Oh, right.
It's legal.
Right. Shout out to all of our hunt friends in Alabama. It's okay. I don't know anybody in Alabama. I'm sure I've met some people. It's like,
That's Parks, right?
is it? Oh, yeah.
Parks Mortis?
Damn. Wow.
It was only a joke. It was only
You got
stereotype.
there goes the rivalry. There it is. But no, I mean, tell me a little bit about what you're excited for that Friday night, especially. Are we starting at Massacre and heading to Basement, or vice versa?
I think Basement's first because I think the bus is leaving from Embassy, and then it's arriving at 7:30 at Basement. If I remember right from the itinerary. Oh, he's gonna quote me. Here it is.
Okay, you ready for this?
I am.
At 6:30 p.m., load buses at Embassy Suites
I got the
Rosemont.
first one right.
Nice.
At 6:45 p.m., depart Embassy Suites Rosemont.
Nice.
At 7:30 p.m., arrive at Basement of the Dead Haunted House.
Hell yeah.
At 9 p.m., depart Basement of the Dead Haunted House.
Hit the back.
And then 9:10 arrive at Massacre. It's only 10 minutes.
Yeah. You didn't know this? These are your neighbors. Come on now.
Technically,
Well,
Montgomery.
Kind of
right?
your it's
Technically,
Montgomery.
but
Yeah.
It's like right by Aurora.
Right.
And then at 10:40, depart Massacre Haunted House. And then 11:30, arrive back at the Embassy Suites
And they're gonna be
Rosemont.
Did
Rosemont.
has any?
11:30.
That's gonna be
Wait, are
later
you
than
going-
that. Come on,
No,
now.
100%. Like, there's no way that's gonna be that early. Like,
That's their rough outline. Like last year, was it 2 years ago when they had the Thursday convention tour? It was going from 13th hour in Indianapolis to Niles Scream Park for the last leg of it. There were 4 haunts. You guys were a part of that. You talk about that in just a second here. But the crazy turnaround was we were supposed to get to Niles at, I think it was 8 p.m.
there's no way.
Eastern time. And we were going to have like a late dinner there. I could be getting the times wrong. We didn't get there until 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So then they said to us the buses were supposed to load at midnight. to get back home by 1 Central Time because it was like a 2-hour commute, but it's, you gain back the hour.
Miles is far.
And they said, all right, we'll load the bus instead of at 12 midnight Eastern Time. We'll load the buses at 1 Eastern Time, and then we'll get home at 2. So, yeah, it was a whole hour delay, but it was worth it. I mean, it was a great show.
Oh, yeah.
And that one kicked off with Disturbia. We had brunch at Disturbia. I don't know. You guys must have drank my mimosas, but yeah, that was what Chris Sarowski was saying.
That was the early, like
Yeah, I was
8
there. I
o'clock,
don't
7
remember-
o'clock in the
I don't
morning.
remember
People eating here.
No, there was no. Chris Sarowski said brunch at Disturbia. It was like the
Right.
thing. There was no actual food.
There was no actual
Oh.
food. Yeah, he had just said like
Oh.
brunch at Disturbia because it was so early.
But the millennial girl in me, when they said brunch at Disturbia, expected a mimosa, and you guys had nothing for me. So I had nothing for the whole rest of that trip.
Oh, that's rough. That's a
Terrible.
long
You want me to drink some cappuccinos and some espresso, and you can't even get me a mimosa.
I mean, we could have done it here. That would have been kind of fun, actually.
Oh, Lord. Well, that was an awesome trip. That was the year that the cicadas were out. So I vividly remember Lainey eating cicadas. Spike, for those that don't know, former guest of the podcast as well. Shout out. She just graduated too.
She did.
Congratulations. Shout
Yeah.
out. But yeah, that was interesting. But what a way to kick off the trip.
That was actually a really fun day. I remember being outside and Mitchell, which is David and Sarah's son, was outside dressed up as a hillbilly, ready to go, right? And he's just walking around picking cicadas right off of the bush
Yes.
and
Putting
just
him in his
shoving them in his hair, shoving them in his pockets, and they're just screaming like, let me out. And this kid's just, nope, you're coming with me, like just shoving them in, bro, like right into his pocket of his overalls. But I want to say he had like 10 in his hair at one point. Like they were just chilling in his hair. It
Oh
was
my
insane.
God.
It looked really cool.
I do remember that. I didn't know them at the time, so I was like, they had these little kids out there. I had seen them before, but I was like, hey, these little kids out there just stuffing cicadas.
We just hire midgets. That's all.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it
Hey,
is. Yeah.
Little people.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Come on. We gotta be politically correct here.
Dude, let's go see midget wrestling. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
That's what they do call it. So I mean, as
That's
political
right.
as we want to be, they put the label on it.
That's
So
right.
it's whatever. But anyways, how was that trip for you? And are you happy that this Thursday pre-convention tour, even modified this way, you didn't actually get to go on the other, but like you started here at Disturbia. We started with you guys. Well, how is that for you from your perspective? And then are you happy that this Thursday bus tour is back, even though it's a little modified with these lights on tours?
I mean, that first one I hated because I had to wake up at like 5.
I
Oh,
woke up
gosh.
at like 4 that morning to get here by 5. It
Oh.
was rough. That was a rough morning. Like everybody that could be here actor wise had to be here. We asked 2 hours prior to the bus showing up because we had to get everybody in makeup, get everything ready. Like that was a rough morning. So for it to be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon now and then basement at 7:30, solid. Like
We're back to somewhat normal hours.
That up. No, screw the morning hours. We're not doing that no more. Like,
And we know how conventions go, right? There's always something planned for that next morning. I know for the Chicago Haunt Builders, there's typically a CHB breakfast at Rosati's. Moretti's, excuse me.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
when does Rosati's do breakfast?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I'm wrong Italian
Like,
place.
What?
I'm even asleep today, but I think they're doing a lunch I don't know if it's a lunch instead or if there's a lunch additionally. I got to read up on my Jim Slanker posts, but shout out to the Chicago Haunt Builders crew. They do a great job, but I just remember vividly some of those Friday night tours where we don't get out of there until 3 and it's like, all right, wake up at 6 and go to breakfast at 7 before the convention opens at like 8 or 9, right? So it should be a fun time. What are you most looking forward to with Midwest Haunters Convention as a whole?
You inviting me to this breakfast?
We can make it happen. We can make it happen.
I'm joking. I don't know. Just hanging out with friends, seeing people I haven't seen in a while. You know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Just conversating.
A little bit of a change from Transworld, right? We did just get to do Transworld, but I mean, what are the biggest differences for you other than, of course, obviously setting location is different?
I don't know. I feel like Transworld's more like professional.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. This one's a little bit more loose, right? It's a convention rather than a trade show.
I feel like Transworld's more for like the builders, makeup artists, owners,
it's more
and
owner-based,
yes,
for sure.
and then like MHC is more actor based.
Yeah, no doubt. What about you? Are you looking forward to the actual convention side? Maybe these tours, maybe the Saturday night party?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're gonna go to that Saturday party yet. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Maybe we might show up there for a little while, but I mean, I like MHC because I get to see all the actors, right? We get to see people that come up with new characters walking around, and you get to talk to people like Tyler said that, we don't get to see all the time because we're all working at the same damn time. Like, so it's nice to all be in one place at one time, be able to converse with everybody, see how everything's going, see how everybody's doing. Yeah, that's always my favorite part to MHC for sure.
Actually, okay, my favorite part has to be Realm of Terror's booth because they do some crazy ass shit every year. I cannot wait to see what they do. Because last year, at least, fucking like I went in the convention. I went into the convention center like the day before, and they had like a regular banner up, all that, and then the next morning, you come in and it's all gone, and it just says "Join my cult." I'm like, okay.
Tyler's like, twist my arm. Like, somebody tells Tyler to join his cult. He's like, all right, I'll do it
somewhere.
Yeah, honestly,
I don't know if it was the year before last or if it was 2 before that, but there was a year that they set up like the facade of like a haunted house.
Yeah,
and they had, was it 2 years ago? Okay. And they had, this is still my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully, like, I think Steven, right? I think is the owner.
So, yeah.
I nailed it. Like, just nailed it. And he didn't mean to do this, but they had the facade of like a front door to a haunted house. And at the top was a wait time. And that wait time just kept increasing by like 5 minutes. So they set up a line, like, and it was literally just a fake line, like queue line to go to this door. The door never opened one time. Like, and there at one point, like the line was all the way down to like Zap. And I was like, okay, like this is getting a little ridiculous, but he didn't mean for it to happen. Like people just lined up and it just kind of happened. And eventually people just got up and left. But just amazing. Like hands down, that was my favorite MHC, to be able to sit in the audience chairs and just watch people line up for nothing, literally nothing. It was fantastic.
I don't know if they did, but I would have loved if they had like set up a camera to like get one of those like social experiment things done, or like Ashton Kutcher, you're on Punk'd.
Like people just lined up. So he just let people line up. He never said anything. Like, just, okay, you're gonna stand there. Like, we're not gonna do anything. Yeah. And he's just sitting there like drinking his Starbucks. Like,
I can't remember if this was for that or this was for something else, but you filled out a survey or whatever. I think that was for waiting in the line.
Yes, it was that. And it was like 100 questions.
You only had like 5 minutes.
And by the time you got done with it, you ended up with like a free ticket or 2 to go to Realm of Terror. But it was insane. Like, it was just crazy.
I don't think anyone filled it out. I was talking to him like in the elevator, I think, at like Doubletree. And I was like, yo, what's up with the fucking, what's up with the, this is a survey.
This is O-Block.
O-Block?
O-Block.
Yeah. I'm going to O-Block later. White Sox and Cubs, baby. 1:10 p.m. No, it's safer neighborhood now. But, tell me a little, we'll get into the Voodoo Personalities segment because we already mentioned your Wisconsin ties. You're a Brewers fan, but you're still a Bears fan. Tell me a little bit about how your fandom, sports-wise, kind of crosses over as you cross over from states to do Hunt World stuff.
As in, like,
yeah. Who do you root for?
Well, I'm a Bears fan for life.
Bears,
the
Brewers,
only time that
Bulls,
I will not be a Bears fan. Okay, there's only one time that this will ever happen, and that's if
they go to Gary.
They go to Gary, Indiana, and I will drop everything as far as the NFL goes. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to support a franchise that decides we are literally the first team to start it and then move to a whole nother state. I'm sorry. That's wrong. Chicago Bears, y'all are doing some dirty work there if you allow that to happen. I'm sorry.
He's
George
not wrong.
Halas will literally turn around in his grave.
Yeah, he's not wrong. That'd be
Basketball.
terrible.
But-
So okay, Bears for sure.
Oh,
Hopefully they don't become the Gary, Indiana Bears, right? Or the scary Gary Bears. I just met some people from Gary the other day. I signed my first autographs. It was so funny. And they're like, yeah, we're Chicagoland area. I was like, oh, where at? They're like, Gary. And I was like, oh. And they're like, yeah, we have Michael Jackson. That's about it. I was like, and we heard a lot of Michael Jackson over the weekend with the banana ball stuff. It was great, but I don't think I want to make any trips to Gary to see the Bears. So I understand your pain. Yeah, I know you will, because when we had you on the podcast, you talked about sneaking over the border over there to go to Gary and Hammond and all these abandoned places. You haven't been caught yet, right? No active warrants out there for you right now.
Yeah, you get scared by home.
Oh yeah,
They catch you
100%.
now.
They don't catch me, but
Wow.
I
You've
run.
been caught, like just there in the act.
I run.
This man. All right, so Bears for now. Hopefully it continues. You've got Brewers.
Oh yeah.
Big Brewers fan always, even before moving to
So-
Wisconsin.
I mean, Brewers kind of came along when I met my wife, right? When we first started dating and things, her and her family, huge Brewers fans, always have been. I wasn't really into baseball before. And obviously, like being the Brewers fans that they were, like we watched a lot of games, listened to a lot of games with Bob Uecker and things like that. And I kind of got more and more into it. And I don't know. I like the Brewers now. Like they're, good team, good franchise, a lot of stuff going on there. Sucks that we gotta let people go. Everybody's gotta let people go, but sometimes I just don't get it. Stupid salary cap.
So you're only up north for baseball, right? Blackhawks and Bulls still here.
I'm not really into basketball. Like
That's fair.
I just
That's
don't
fair.
really like care about it as much, I guess.
You did a little 6'7" here for those
Oh,
audio
no.
viewers. Get out of here.
Oh, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But yeah, I mean that's interesting. I love that you're a baseball fan now. That's awesome. Shout out Kelsey too, by the way. I know she helps out a
She's
lot
at home.
with the haunt.
Love you. I know you're at home, but yeah, she's always here. She's our backstage manager, I guess you could say, in a way. She does all the check-ins when people get here. Yeah, tells people to get back to work when they're too long on their break. Yeah. So yeah, she's been great. She's been great. She comes and helps out when it comes to build sometimes too, so it's fun.
I've noticed, or well, actually, you guys have noticed, because there was the first couple of times I guest acted with you guys here at Disturbia, I didn't take breaks out on the line, and so I think I got not yelled at, but you guys were like, you should go and take a break, and I was like, what? You knew that? And you're like, I think you said to me
We
specifically, he's like, we notice everything, and
Oh,
Kelsey's a
yeah.
big part of that.
Yeah, no, we watch like everybody, see what's going on, right? Like you got to take breaks. I mean, look,
I was having
I
too
get
much
it.
fun.
I get it. I'm a big advocate of that too. I hate taking breaks because I don't want to miss any kind of interaction,
Right.
because it could be that one interaction that just makes your night, right? I get it. I really do. But as we're all getting older, we're all getting softer. We need breaks. It's got to
Speak
happen.
for yourself.
I'm just saying, man, you're going to get there. It's going to happen. You're going to be like, he was right.
I meant on the softer
This
part.
guy, I
but-
don't know where he goes. He just disappears.
Yeah, no, I meant on the softer part. I am getting older though, but unless I got Benjamin
But you're
Buttons, I don't
hard
know.
too.
No, he's
Actively,
soft. He said
currently,
he's
right
soft.
now. I didn't go to the gym today. Oh, we were talking about. Never mind. Anyways, next question. All right, settle down, Tyler. My eyes are up here. Okay.
Not to see.
He's Tyler with a Y. Tyler, tell me a little bit about your fandom. We've got you in a big hockey game coming up. You're a big hockey guy.
Yeah, I love hockey. Hockey's fun.
Tell me about your fandom.
Are you like one of those?
What do you mean fandom? I'm fucking.
You Blackhawks.
Oh yeah, I love the Blackhawks. Love the Bears. White Sox. Fuck the Cubs. I'm not really big into basketball. I went to a Bulls game not too long ago, and I was like,
It's so
it's
weird.
not as fun as watching like hockey.
It's so weird because here in Chicago, 20 to 30 years ago, we would all been huge basketball fans. It was the Jordan era. There was no denying that everybody was sitting down to watch the game and not missing a single thing.
The Jordan from Bulls, right? Like we're talking about like, just no.
Yeah, Derrick Rose too. But,
I mean, yeah,
but you're going league wide.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in that era was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right. Like there were so many players amongst so many different teams that were just really good during that era. And I agree. I think if we were back in that time, like we'd absolutely enjoy basketball a lot more.
Yeah, especially yeah, we do. But especially in a big Chicago market like this that has had the Michael Jordans and the Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen. So, the guard has changed a little bit. The United Center is louder for Blackhawks games, and hopefully that's the case in playoffs next year. But we've got a big postseason, I guess you could call it, a one-game winner-take-all coming up June 26th. Whatever that Saturday is. Hold on. Let me do my research. It is the I believe this is the where are we at? Yeah, hold on.
I was gonna say.
It is a Saturday.
Yeah.
The 15th annual Schaumburg Hockey League Stanley Cup Final at Timbercrest Park in Schaumburg. Usually, I'm talking about this on my sports side of stuff.
Wait, you just jumped to the Stanley Cup Final? How does that work?
Well, so we won one game. Yeah, one. We don't have a whole tournament. We did try to make a tournament. I think a couple years ago or last year. We could SCF Schaumburg Cup Final, but it's tough to try to get everybody to play multiple games on a day. It's outside, so if it rains, the whole tournament is screwed. If it's way too hot, like we've had a couple of times where it's been over 90 degrees, like it's been brutal. So we don't want to kill the goaltenders. And you are a goaltender, so tell me a little bit about what you're excited for. You won with Canada last year. You're gonna be representing Team USA with me this year.
USA. Fuck Canada.
Shout out. So Jack Quigley is the other captain. He's actually a friend of mine his family's originally from Canada, so it works out well.
Sorry, you should have picked me earlier.
Yeah. Shout out Quigs. Thanks for this goaltender right here. Tyler, I compared it to that Geico commercial where they put a walrus.
Is it because I'm fat?
No, I just you're a big goaltender.
Get canceled, buddy.
Get fucking canceled.
Oh my gosh, I might actually after this episode. No, it's fine. Tell me. So you played last year. What were your thoughts on it? And then what are you excited for going into this year?
It was fucking toasty.
It was hot.
I think it topped out in 99 that day. It was just fucking terrible. And I ran out of water. I ran out of water midway through the second period. No, the first period.
There's a whole bucket on the sideline.
There was?
Yeah, there's a whole Gatorade cooler.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Well, I'm glad you know that now.
None of my teammates told me.
Well, your teammate is telling you now, so I'm glad this year you'll know.
Thank you.
You'll be trying to go back to back here, represent both countries. I might be one of the only guys to do it. I don't know if I have any of your teammates from last year joining us this year, but you got into hockey, you became a goaltender. They say usually goaltenders are psycho. You do Haunt World stuff, so maybe the shoe already fits. But tell me how you got into that.
Dude, I honestly don't know. I got into hockey so late. Probably 7th grade, actually.
I think we talked about this on your episode. You said you went to a Hawks game. You saw the goaltenders. Corey Crawford, Scott Darling were your guys.
Yeah, Scott Darling definitely made me want to play more. Originally, I just tried to shoot the puck and
You're like, this isn't free.
No, I mean I like doing it. I got the hang of it eventually, but then I was like, you know what, I want to try goalie. So because I used to play baseball too. I was a catcher. I was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just gave it a shot and I loved it. So.
Especially for roller, I feel like the comparisons. I should mention this is a roller game, roller outdoor. The comparisons to a baseball catcher are definitely there. So exciting! Shout out Scott Darling, big Haunt World guy. Maybe we'll see him at some events coming up. I'll have to let him know.
We saw him in gym.
We saw him for the gold medal game between the men and well, it was the men. It was the USA and Canada. The women played earlier that week.
Yeah.
They won a gold medal, and the men played. Then the Paralympic sled hockey team won a gold medal. So USA on top. They are the only country that have all 7 medals right now. You've got the men's, women's, and Paralympic in the Olympics. You've got the World Championship men, World Championship women. Then you have the World Championship para men and the World Championship para women. So I believe that's all 7. You counting World Juniors in there too. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
USA won. So yeah, but great times here with hockey, and we love it. So let's continue rolling here in the summer. But that leads me to July then, when we have, as you mentioned, the Summer Screams event. What can people already see from the changes that you've made, maybe as early as Summer Screams?
Definitely some big room changes. So that, I mean, there's no going around it. Like, you're gonna see it at Summer Screams before October. So if you want a little sneak peek, Summer
I don't even
Screams.
know if it's gonna be here.
If what's gonna be here?
Summer Screams.
Well, that's true. It could be at Basement.
But the changes are happening at Basement.
They did. And if you didn't go in October, things have changed for sure at Basement, big time.
Big.
I actually haven't even seen them like finished myself. So I have no idea what that looks like. So I'm excited to go there on
All I'm
Friday
gonna
for the
say-
bus tour for sure.
Nice.
All I'm gonna say, whole walkthrough changed.
Wow.
Oh, all right. Interesting. I like it.
Like
Because
the whole layout and everything? That's crazy.
I know a couple years ago they were saying it might be the last year for Shattered, right?
This guy said the path changed. So I was like,
Path change? I don't
that's
know.
what he said.
Well, sometimes you guys do. That's the beauty of Basement, is sometimes you guys, for off-season events, reverse the flow and go backwards. You would normally go one way through the haunt in the actual regular season, and then sometimes during off-season events, because it's either cold out or you just want to reverse things, the line forms in Shattered 3D, which I thought was going away with a couple years ago, but it's still there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I wasn't a part of that whole ordeal, so I can't
I
say.
heard that too, and I was like,
and then it just came
it's
back.
still here.
I'm happy it's still here.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us are still happy it's there. I mean, that's our clown area, so because we don't have any clowns here at Disturbia, so.
That's true. But I hear things. Anyways, so let's move on.
You a clown?
Well, yeah, you see the big notes. That's why things are changing. We're sitting here in Disturbia live on location, and I'm present. So
Yeah,
here's your clown. That's cool. You're gonna have to wait for a little bit. Well, you could go if you want.
No.
Okay, just don't have an accident here, sweetheart. But do you guys, for these, going back to these bus tours real quickly, are you guys gonna get a chance to close down your haunt and go and visit or see the other haunt for a little bit, or haunts plural?
As in, like, October time?
No, as in
Just the bus tour.
just the
No,
bus
just the bus.
tours.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Darn. So you're stuck here on the Thursday. You won't be able to see.
Well, we're gonna have to clean up. You know what I mean?
But there's Linner at Hell's Gate.
There is winter at Hell's Gate.
If you're in, you might get called into the office to
That was
do
for
something.
breakfast. That wasn't for dinner.
No. Linner this year. I was
No,
saying.
he's just lighting the candles. And then he was gonna go to breakfast.
Oh, yeah. You wanted to go to the haunt building's
Wanna do
breakfast.
both.
You want to do
no,
both?
no,
You
no,
want
do
you want your
both.
cake and you want to eat it too?
Yeah,
Huh?
literally.
See, you're getting canceled. Stop calling me fat.
I do.
I'm
Ah,
gonna
there it is.
punch you in your
such
gut.
such a perfect saying to use right then and there. Come on.
Because
now.
I'm fat.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
There I am.
Clip it.
Yep, there it is. This will be my last episode, guys. We'll never return. No, hopefully you guys get a chance to clean up quickly and then go visit some friends, see some things.
Yeah, I mean, that would be really nice, definitely. We've never really gotten to do that before.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty sick. But
Especially-
I don't want to pay full price if I'm only getting.
Listen to this
2/3
guy. He
of
doesn't. He doesn't want to split the cost of dinner, huh? Or Linner.
Well, can we,
It's candlelit, bro.
What if we get like half price because we're on the tour? I
That'd be
mean,
pretty dope.
that'd be kind
Sure,
of
sure.
I think that's kind of a little compromise we can make, maybe. Maybe Chris can help us out there. I don't know.
I don't know.
Wink, nudge, nudge.
We'll have to ask the powers that be, right? No, I mean, this will be great. I went into the Summer Screams event a little bit. What is it about off-season events, whether they're at Disturbia or Basement of the Dead, that really opens things up for the rest of the haunt world, and what kind of you look forward to?
Wait, what?
Okay, yeah.
I got
What do you look forward to?
I got you. I mean, as far as like the industry goes, right? Because we do so many off-season events, people that are not open, like we have open doors. You want to come and guest act? Like, let's go. Come on out. Let's have fun. We all know you guys like to act. Like this guy,
I'm sorry, I fucking
blanked just right over his head. I mean that's always fun, right? Because we get to see actors from other haunts that if we don't get to go see them in October, we get to see what they do here at our house, So that's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah, we get to see them walk through, which is
Right.
always
If
sick
they
to
don't
see.
act, like they get to, if they want, they can come through the house, and see our show that they might not see in October because we're all working. So yeah, those
Anytime-
off-season events are really nice.
Anytime I see any haunt merchandise, I get so excited. Like when they're waiting in line, all that. I love the fact that like people from other haunts want to come and check us out.
Absolutely. Those are the ones that you could play around with a little bit more because they understand it. Not that the regular fans and patrons that are coming through don't, because they love it too, right? But maybe it's their first time, right? And the ones with the sweaters, it ain't their first rodeo, right? So you get a little bit of chance to do that. But why are you sticking gum to the attraction? I'm calling you out.
Gum on the wall.
That's not gum.
This
Is it
not
silly?
Raven's Grin Inn.
Sticky tack?
It's my
You
Zen.
ever been there, Mike?
What?
Raven's Grin Inn?
I have not. And you know what? Okay, so
you're missing out. So that's the reason that reminds me of that is that there is an entire room of gum. And
You're
like
sponsored by Viva
if you're
now.
chewing gum, like they tell you, like
to put it in
to
there.
put it on the wall.
Oh, I'll have to bring gum with me. Then.
It is.
I might do that though.
It's been many years, but I need to go back.
So I know that it's a little bit modified now because the owner can't
Jim
quite
Warfield,
Jim
yep.
can't quite give the proper the full tours anymore. I was told this is going back almost 2 years ago now. I think when we had Chris Sarowski on, he goes, "You have to go."
Yes.
And it has been on my list every single year, and we just how it is. We run out of time, right? But being open pretty much year round, but like I said, a little modified now.
Well, they do. You have to call them and actually do like a reservation now.
Right.
That's the whole thing, right? It used to be just doors open, go whenever, but with Jim and his health and hope that he's getting better and hope he's doing good. They do say that you have to do a reservation now. And a lot of the tours, it's either Jim or Jim's wife who will actually do the tour now. It's not just Jim anymore. But you just have to go. You just have to go. If anybody who's listening has never been there, like that is just an iconic place. It really is. Like there's just something special about it.
Where's it at?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Raven's Grin Inn.
northwest Illinois, and I don't know the actual. But you know what? My next question is, when are we going? When are we planning the trip?
It has been
now.
many years.
Let's do it. 50 pack. Let's go. Let's send it. Yeah, no, the great haunt. I've yet to see it, but I've heard all great things about what Jim does. Of course, the Jim Warfield Award, named after him for good reason.
Absolutely.
No
doubt about it.
Could we maybe see a Jim Warfield Award for a Disturbia or Basement actor?
Well, there was technically one here already.
Well, yes, right. But I mean,
You're just saying for this
coming up.
We always hope so, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we always hope to be number one haunt. We always hope that somebody in our haunt, either here or at Basement Dead, gets the Jim Warfield Award. I mean, everybody works hard, right? Everybody deserves the award for what they do. And I mean, that award is just above and beyond, right? Like you have bragging rights. You are the best for that year. Like, so to get that award, like, I know I would love to get that one day if I can get it. I'm sure there's a lot of people at our haunt that would love to get that one day. That award means a lot, but that's because I've met Jim.
Oh yeah,
like
true.
I've
Yeah, that's
seen
true
Jim.
too.
I've
Yeah.
seen what he does. Like that's why like that award means so much.
Do you think Areoush could maybe pull Jim
Absolutely.
Warfield?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about Chainz? You think Chainz could get a Jim Warfield?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Von Zombie. I'm won it the 1 year, but yeah, I mean, this is such a cool thing that the haunt industry does to recognize some outstanding talents in our field, if you want to call it, in our industry. So yeah, we'll see. What's one thing about Nick, whether working with him behind the scenes, acting with him, you name it, what's one thing that you don't think people outside of either the haunt world or the ones that really know him, what do they not know about Nick? What's the surprising thing that we don't know?
I don't know. He's good at cards.
Good at cards. He's good at cards. Well, we did see that a little bit at Trans World.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's a good dealer.
We went to Pakistan.
You did?
Well,
Oh, yeah. It was that rubble next to the actual hotel.
No. I was a card dealer there too.
Were you?
Yeah.
You pull that up because I forget what you're talking about. What's one thing about Tyler or working with Tyler? This one might be a loaded question that people from the outside don't really understand or don't really know.
I mean, we all know that he's got this goofiness to him, right?
Yeah.
He's funny, he makes everybody laugh all the time. This guy, deep down, nice guy. Like, probably the nicest guy I've ever met. This guy pays for my drinks all the time when we go out.
That's
like,
true.
won't let me pay for drinks ever. Drives me nuts. Look at this guy. Going to Pakistan, playing cards.
Okay, so it's an AI photo.
That's not AI.
that
dude.
never
really happened.
That was in the fucking hotel.
That's not real.
That we're there.
Look, you're right fucking there. That's you.
Damn, I look good actually, you know? Wow.
Look, you could tell.
I would never cover up.
Nose.
I would never cover up my hairline like that. I while I have it, I gotta use it. I'm gonna lose it. Yeah, no, I was.
And then there's
What
that
what
one.
is this? What are you showing me right now? I know it's Pakistan, but it's also AI Pakistan
No,
and AI
that
Tyler.
really
This isn't
happened.
AI.
Right. Yeah. Why does it say Colin? on the
I don't know.
back? Your last name is not Colin.
Colin's my dog.
Collin. Okay, Tyler Collin, everybody. I guess. It's a cool jersey. It's the one you kind of wear, but just not with that name on the back. And you're not actually in Pakistan. That is a real photo. Oh my gosh. You need to send me that. So we've got a couple of photos of
I have the video of
Mr. David Seneker asleep. Oh my God, it's a video too.
that. Yeah.
Wow. You guys are just wheeling him to his room?
We did. He fell asleep in our party room at Transworld.
Just got a little
and,
sleepy, a little tired.
There were, was it 5 of us? Tyler, my wife Kelsey, Eric, Psych Jam, and myself. Oh, and Ryan. Ryan was there too. Ryan is our hillbilly cousin of David's. He's
an actual like hillbilly.
yeah,
Oh,
that guy is straight up hillbilly. Like, no, we get back to the hotel room and David is the only one in the room in a wheelie office chair, and he's just passed out, just out in the chair. There's nobody in the room. Like, I don't know where everybody went. They just left him there, so we had to wheel him back to his room.
Nice.
That's what kind of usually happens.
This was like
a regular occurrence.
This is like 3 a.m, mind you. Like,
Yeah, he was just tired.
we get back
after
from like
hours.
the PBR bar, and
Who's we? I wasn't invited. I couldn't.
you were invited.
I couldn't
He
get in.
left.
What? They didn't invite you?
No.
Is it because he's fat?
He was on the Uber.
No, yeah, I came, but I had a backpack.
This guy brings
Oh.
a cooler backpack to a bar.
Yeah,
expects to get
listen,
no.
I'm not in your
was gonna
corner
go-
anymore.
What?
Not in your corner anymore. You can't be doing that. That's a party foul. You're complaining about not getting in.
Right,
You brought a backpack.
exactly.
Here's the thing.
Full of stuff?
Fucking listen.
I will.
Yes, it was full of horse
Stuff.
banquet.
Okay. Now I don't have to listen anymore. That does it.
listen. Overruled. I was told we were going to the Marriott
At
Okay.
first, and then it changed.
Okay.
So I packed the backpack and I started walking downstairs. And then these fuckers are like, "Oh, we're going to here instead." I'm like, "Well, the fucking Uber's already here. Like, how am I gonna like drop this backpack off? Like, I'm not leaving it fucking here. It's $180 fucking backpack."
Okay, sustained. I kind of have to agree with him on that one.
So
If
then-
the plans change like that and you're jumping into an Uber,
I
like what are you
wasn't
gonna do?
part of
Leave it
the
in the Uber?
plans changed. The Uber was there. I just got in the car.
Who's making the plans here? Who do we have to fight?
Yeah, and then
Number one DJ,
Number one.
number 50 DJ in all of USNA. Now that he gets demoted for telling plans that have changed, that's unacceptable.
You
What
dropped
about
from
planes?
250.
1 to 50, yes.
Wow.
It is a long
You
drop.
not talk about Cousin Martin like that.
What do you have to say about Cousin Martin?
No,
Especially after Transworld.
Cousin Martin, that is my dog. He loves me very much. There is a video that I do not remember. I may have, got a little too in the pocket. This man, he's run up to me. He's like, cousin, 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 and he's run and he jump on me. And I do not remember this. I did not think I could like hold him because I was this messed up. I was very messed up. I go into the closed off section of Pakistan.
Is he shapeshifter? Is cousin? Is he shapeshifter?
No, they are come.
You are a shapeshifter?
Yes, you remember.
You are
deal cards?
Yes, I know you are a shapeshifter, but he might be shapeshifter as well.
Well,
You never know.
no. Cousin Martin won.
Yes, he did. Yes, he is not the boy.
No.
For those of you who don't know, that's Areoush, by the way.
Yes.
Like, Cousin Martin is Psych Jam.
Yeah.
Tyler is Areoush. This happened MHC 2 years ago?
3, I think.
Is it 3 now?
3?
Wow. It's been a long time.
Time flies.
Wow. That's insane. I thought it was only 2 years ago.
Dude, we went dumpster diving.
Yeah, to O'Block. You brought Tyre back.
Yes.
Her cousin David.
Oh, have you
brought
seen
a
that-
tire
yeah,
back?
Have you
Yes.
seen that video?
I
We
don't
legit
think I have.
We put it in
So
the
Psych
fucking
Jam
room.
Goes to David and Sarah and goes, I need your hotel room key. Right? Because he's like, I got to get something. These two go dumpster diving. This is like 1 or 2 in the morning and come back with a tire. No.
Like a
Where-
full
You
car
guys
tire?
found the tire at night, but then during the day you went back and got it and then brought it to the hotel room and hung it.
I put it in my hotel room, and I was bunking with Luke and Sam.
That's right.
And Sam's like, actually, both of them were like, get that fucking tire out of here. I'm like, guys, don't worry.
So it ends up hanging in David and Sarah's hotel room.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I need to see this video too. Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
Fun times. Fun times.
What in the
See?
world? What did you
Can't
use
buy
to?
a
Oh,
towel.
you use towels. Huh?
Yeah.
Innovative. I like it.
Here's a-
Nice.
I'm so excited to share that we have gift for our bosses. Yes, look, a very great masterpiece. This is art right here. Yes. So hopefully,
What did you
your
name
needs
it?
are the door. I was told by David later that I asked him where he put the tire. He said he just left it in the stairwell. So
That's insane. That's
Sorry,
crazy.
embassy. Sorry.
Yeah, they don't know. Well, now they do.
yeah, they don't know.
They do now.
They do
Yeah,
not.
watch it.
What's the
Hopefully.
statute of limitations on a tire being left in a
wasn't
hotel?
me.
Yeah. This
We're
is
gonna
all.
blame
This is all
Cousin
hearsay.
Martin.
This is all hearsay. This is all off the record. This is not going out publicly at all. No. Gentlemen, this has been phenomenal. Tell me a little bit about we've talked about a lot of the future coming up here, which is going to be big for both Disturbia, Basement of the Dead. Yeah, I hate it. Tells you
to stand up.
I'm gonna sit down for this one. I'll leave the standing to the big creature that's behind us here. But
Even standing.
what it-
Fucking crouches.
Let him talk.
what he is crouching. I don't want him to crouch anymore because my head's right here. But what are you looking forward to for the rest of 2026, whether that be with Chainz or with the company itself?
Just October. With all the changes that have been done here at Disturbia, October, I really think is going to be like one of our best years this year, for sure. So I'm really excited. 2026, October. Hope to see everybody there. Hope people can come and see it if you're not working at your haunt during that time. But yeah, I'm excited. Technically, I guess we start in September.
Yeah.
But September, October, the whole Halloween season. I'm really excited this year.
Possibly a little bit into November here too, because this year, the next Friday the 13th, it's been a perfect year.
Yeah.
We had a Friday the 13th in February, right? Which is perfect because the 14th is Valentine's Day. So you have your Love Bites event, or you guys have Cupid's Curse.
Yep.
But all the, Valentine's Day haunts that open for that, you have the Friday the 13th that leads into the Saturday of actual Valentine's Day.
Yep.
And there's 28 days in February, so the calendar lands the same way in March. So that means you get a Friday the 13th in March. And for you guys, that means you get the Leprechaunted House.
Yep.
That, the 17th is St. Patrick's Day. So St. Patrick's Day theme the weekend before on a Friday the 13th. It's perfect. And then the next Friday the 13th, it would have been a little too perfect. Calendar doesn't fall this way if we had a Friday the 13th in October, but we'll get it in November. So I feel like a lot of haunts are going to extend their encore weekends into November for one more Friday the 13th. But Tyler, what are you looking forward to with either Areoush, maybe a couple other characters that we may see from you, and then your time here with Basement and Disturbia as a whole?
I don't know. Like, I'm excited for the season, but I'm also not. I'm ready for it to be over already.
Putting in the long hours. I understand it. I get it. But yeah, I mean, it'll be great no matter what. You guys always put on a great show. One last time, Thursday, pre-convention bus tour on, is that June 4th? What is that Thursday?
That's
the
4th.
That's
June
Saturday's the
4th, yeah.
6th, yep.
So Thursday pre-convention bus tour on June 4th. Get your tickets. It'll be lights on at Disturbia, lights on at Hell's Gate, but actually candle lit at Hell's Gate for Linner. And then you've got 5 Points Haunted House and the actual full show. The Friday night haunt tour is going to be Basement of the Dead and Massacre. It's the first time it's dual. It'll be on Friday the 5th. I'll be acting with you guys for that one. I'm on the list, so that'll be fun.
Good luck. In the river.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. I'm probably going to go as rivets, so please don't. I've got magnets. I don't have anything.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say please, but then it's gonna happen anyways. That's fine. I'm all down for it. I'm gonna touch your butt. Let's not do that. But then, of course, the Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th are the actual convention. Saturday evening.
Are you going to all this stuff?
Yeah, I just have a lot of this stuff in here. He's looking at my calendar right now. I can't hit these. Obviously, I'll be at the convention. I'll be dying from the hot sauce challenge.
Are they okay? So
I think they
I'm
would
not
be
gonna
doing
lie,
it again.
really quick. We actually don't know if there's like the Olympics going on this year.
I do know that there are going to be some challenges, yes, because I will be hosting a couple of them. Yeah.
Okay, because we haven't heard anything.
I don't know if it's going to be like the Olympics.
Saturday, Sunday, right?
I will be there a little bit on Sunday. I'm going to a banana ball game.
Hell yeah.
At
Milwaukee. I have some friends that'll be at that one as well. Some of our correspondents with WRMN will be there, but they're going to be there as fans with tickets rather than actually press coverage.
Sure.
So enjoy it. That's going to be fun. You're going to see some of the guys I just saw with the clowns and then the coconuts. I haven't seen the coconuts yet.
Yeah, I think they're newer, right?
Yeah, but those are the two new expansion teams, the clowns and the coconuts. I will tell you're going to love what you see from the clowns. Of course, I got to see them in Indy. So, of course, the history of the Negro Leagues and everything that the clowns bring coming back to Indy historically for the first time since they've been reborn. So, I mean, listen, I imagine they're going to give a similar show, even though it's not in Indy. But I at least know on that side of things, and I've been told that the coconuts just have an awesome vibe.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Coconuts and party animals, if anybody's ever seen the party animals, which I did this past weekend, similar, right? You've got like your Hawaiian party and then you've got your party, right? Yeah. So it's a good time either way. You're going to enjoy it. As far as, what was I? Oh, you were talking about how he wasn't going to be there.
League?
That's what it's called. Come on, relax.
Yeah.
but
banana ball week? Like
no. Back in the day, there were separate leagues, right? So Jackie Robinson, Hank Aaron, those guys played in that league. No, but banana ball. Yeah, sure.
Jackie go way back.
I wish I got to know Jackie Robinson. That would have been cool. Yeah, exactly. Right.
In Cancun right now.
He's not in Cancun right now. Oh God, 42, great movie. One of my favorite movies. Also, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, because he was great in that movie too.
That's my dog.
Black Panther, Wakanda forever, baby. Yeah, there you go.
That's what he does, right?
Yeah,
I've never seen.
I think it's more on the chest, but
more like this, right?
Yeah, and then I think it's just the one, but
okay. So anyway, there are going to be Olympics.
I've been told that I'm
sort.
hosting some kind of competitions. I don't know if they're going to be called the Olympics. It's an Olympic year, so obviously that would be like capitalize on that, right?
I mean, come on, Chris. Like, we need to know what's going on. We got to prep. We got to get ready. Let's go.
Let us know if we can get half off too.
And last year I was hosting those Olympics with Chris. I did not know that the hot sauce challenge was part of the Olympics. I'll tell you that. So
really?
I gave some leniency to Hell's Gate and Zombie Army and awarded them some points that were a little bit controversial. And Disturbia got mad at me. And then I went up on stage to get points for the hot sauce thing. And I really just screwed myself. I was going to make it to the end anyways, but I screwed myself because I did all that. And we didn't win.
Yeah,
Mike, you fucked the pooch there.
I did.
They did not. They did the fucking relay wrong.
They did. They cheated a little bit. So I'm not going to be as
You're
lenient.
supposed to go all the way back.
Yeah, they didn't go all the way back.
When we went all the way back, that's why
Yeah.
we lost.
Don't be dropping balloons. I'm going to not be as lenient this year, and I know what I'm doing with Chris. So, I know the ropes now. I just don't know what exactly we're doing and when. But it sounds like there's some competitions. So I'll be hosting.
So maybe it's more like a secret thing. Like, hey, who do you want to bring up for this challenge, right? Maybe that's why we don't know about it yet. It
could be.
I mean,
that part I don't know.
Do I need to bring sliding gear? Like, I know I had to bring it last year. That's what I want to know. I'm not driving 2 hours.
Chris, what are we doing?
I'm gonna do it.
No.
Why not?
It's gonna be me and Cody rematch.
Is Cody's not represent? Who would he represent?
He's retired. Doesn't matter.
He's retired. Yeah,
it's okay.
I'm retired.
It's okay. Retired, but you know what? We can still have a rematch. It could happen.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
if he shows up. I was kind of.
He was at Transworld.
I was surprised.
Listen,
when I saw him, I was like,
We're talking about Slider Jesus here. We could use the government name now because he's supposedly retired. But he told me he retired in the actual season, and I'm pretty sure he went and did a Christmas haunt. So are you retired?
Well, and then he's. I mean, good for you. Like, really happy for you. He's
Love you,
also
buddy.
sponsored by Sinister Slide Gear.
Yes, he is.
Right,
Yeah.
and they did. I don't know if this is really a thing. They made a team.
Did they?
They made like a
like a slide
Slider
gear team? Okay, that's
but
fine.
like I don't know if it's legit. I know like Slider Split's part of that too, and I don't. There was a post about it, but I'm not sure if it's like really a thing or if they just kind of made a post.
They didn't call old Chainz or Rivets over here. I mean, listen. Oh yeah, Tyler with a Y is here too. Come on, get us on the team. You can play goaltender. Do we need a Slider goaltender? Honestly, starting pitcher right here,
Right.
Mr. No, who you guys don't have. Who was the former Sox pitcher? Do you still have Quintana on the Brewers? No, you got rid of him. But yeah, they are. They're verified. They're big. You could buy the blue check mark now these days. I don't buy into all that anymore. Oh yeah, here's the team.
They like made a team of like people.
That's cool. That's Danny. Danny Panic's in there.
Down there, yeah.
Where's Josh Wood?
I don't see Josh Wood.
He's in the top right corner.
That one?
Yeah.
That's Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of see it.
What character is that? I don't even know.
That was when he did like body paint for somebody.
I don't know who that is. I've seen this guy. That's the Haunt Pay guy? Or no?
Is it Haunt Pay? Yeah, Haunt Pay. It is Haunt Pay.
Haunt Pay. I don't know what his character's name is. I'd love to talk to him.
That guy slides?
No, I see. That's the thing. I don't know. That's where I got a little confused. So Sinister Slide Gear, if you could like make a post and explain that.
America, please explain.
Yeah, it's a little. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Oh, duh. Yeah, look at the
those
caption.
are like their tags and names.
Tags.
But,
Sparky
like,
Sliders in there. Danny's in there.
I don't really know that like all of them slide, so I was a little confused.
Huh.
Oh, that is him, right?
Yeah. Interesting. I like how green he is.
He's very green.
I mean, he's like a neon, like
he's like Hulk green.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, isn't it like Shrek's anniversary?
Oh yeah, there's a bar downtown that did a Shrek takeover. It's an arcade bar.
Dude,
so yeah,
Paint me green.
Is it because you're fat? Wow, terrible. Here I go getting canceled again. It's an inside joke. We probably should have said that already.
Not a fucking joke. Not a joke.
Tyler with a Y is not fat. Come on now.
It's not. You just said not. That's a double negative. I mean, fuck.
He's got a point there. Anyways, all right. Well, we'll wrap things up here. Any last comments? Anything you want to add?
I have to shit.
He's got to go make a poop, so we're gonna let him go.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Yeah,
We
thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Of course.
I love you too, but slow down. I'm not inviting you to Linner yet. I'm not inviting you to Canada.
You already fucking invited me to Linner.
I'm gonna leave you in the dragon room, and you can have Linner with the dragons.
You don't want to know what I want to do.
All right, settle
Hold
down.
on to like the bottom of the bus and just show up.
like go underneath it and like just hold yourself up.
Okay,
Go for the
like
ride.
like the movies.
Yeah,
No, how about it's like a charter bus, right?
I got it.
I'll just
I
hop
guess
I'll just hop
so.
in the fucking luggage.
Yeah, the luggage.
You can just hold on to the back and wear sliding gear. Just
Yeah,
drag along.
Yeah.
Sure. That's
just get you on the bag
Yeah.
for the whole way down.
I'm gonna need
way.
probably like
You can
7
change-
recaps.
Well, you could just change the caps on the go.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you just
gonna
have one knee down, put a recap on.
Put the other knee down, change the other recap. You'll be fine.
It'll be good. It'll be all right.
They'll just pass it to you from the door.
yeah, until we hit a bump and then there goes
there's-
my fucking leg.
This is Illinois. There's
Leg
potholes.
ripped off.
There's potholes.
Yeah.
So,
And then wait, isn't that whole like road by
oh yeah, Murder Road. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
screwed,
isn't
buddy.
that-
You're screwed.
Okay, let go before that and just walk the rest of the way.
Is it because
You
you're?
can swim. There is a creek.
Is it because? Is it because you don't wanna? Are you? Yeah. We'll leave him on Murder Road. That'll be fine. Yeah, you'll make it. I believe in you. Have fun with those. Have fun with those kneecap surgeries. It is not the actual name of the road, but it's the nickname. But any last comments on your end? What do you want to add in here before we get out of here? This man is my insider for everything I need. Pretty much all Haunt World, but we mostly try to keep it Disturbia. You got the inside info on everybody, but
What do I do for you?
I can't say it publicly. But no, I'm kidding.
I hope everybody has a good like October season. If I don't see you at MHC, I hope I do see a lot of people at MHC. Like, it's gonna be fun. And again, thank you, Mike, for doing this. We appreciate it.
Am I gonna see
Thank you, guys.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see Chainz at MHC.
I hope so.
Am I gonna see
I believe. Yeah, you'll see me. You'll see me.
Yeah, you gotta be with me on Friday.
No. I'm still not buying you that candlelit liner.
You're not buying me the candle with the liner.
Say it 3 times fast.
Candlelit liner.
Yeah, we're leaving you in the darkness at Hell's Gate. But before we get out of here into the darkness, I want to thank everybody for watching or listening on the YouTube. No, we still gotta keep the lights on in here, but get out to MHC. We will see you there. Make sure you get out to Summer Screams, no matter if it's at Disturbia or Basement of the Dead. And then, of course, the regular season, it's coming right around the corner. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you for Nick Ciraulo, Tyler Booth. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you soon.
1, 2, 3, go!
Welcome back to the Voodoo Podcast. We are no longer live on scene at Disturbia. Back to the status quo, but still very fun and very interesting as I am bringing to you a new face to the podcast, but not all that new to the haunt world. However, the 5 Points Haunted House has only been around for a couple of years. Before that, it was Lehman Manor that this young gentleman and his family were running. You may recognize them from ABC's The Great Fright Fight, and also the Chicago Haunt Builders, as well as pretty much every convention. They are out and about at the haunt world, haunt industry for everything. Please welcome a YouTube superstar, Brick Thunder, aka Miles McCabe. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for hopping on. It is a very important week here as we are gearing up for Midwest Haunters Convention. And as I mentioned, your very own 5 Points Haunted House is one of the stops on the Thursday pre-convention haunt tour. In fact, it is the only full stop. Everything else is going to be lights on tour. So it's still going to be great. We're going to get to see some behind the scenes, but we won't get the scares until we get over to West Chicago. So tell me a little bit about what we have in store over at 5 Points on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, we're super excited to be a part of it because this is our first time ever doing a bus tour like this. So this is going to be really new for us, really cool for us, and we're definitely honored to be a part of it alongside these amazing haunts. I'm definitely jealous that everyone else is going to be able to go see those behind the scenes because every other haunt that's part of this tour is incredible as well. But yeah, we've been working very hard for the past few months on getting the haunt fully complete. I've got, I think, probably about 6 people from out of state right now. Some of my friends helping out on the scenes. So We're getting last minute scene work done. We're getting all the festivities around the haunt done. We're getting it ready, and it's going to be our best show yet for sure. So we are super excited to bring that to everyone.
It is a big week here, at least in the Chicagoland area, for the haunt scene. We just had the 13th floor halfway to Halloween at their Schiller Park location. And then we had, of course, or we're about to have all of these haunt tours leading into, of course, the actual convention itself, Midwest Haunters Convention. And that's always a time where nobody gets any sleep. It goes all day, all night. And the Friday night tour as well, we'll get into that a little bit. We did already with Nick Ciraulo and Tyler Booth, because they will be running it for Disturbia both Thursday and then, of course, Basement of the Dead Friday. But I want you to take me back to the very beginning. I like going with the origin stories on this podcast. Even before Lehman Manor, what was it that kind of brought you and the whole rest of your family into the haunt scene?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think for me, it was really the animatronic side of things. Ever since I started my YouTube channel and just my love for Halloween, it has always been or has been sparked from animatronics. So I got one when I was super young, like probably 8 years old or something, and I was super fascinated with how it worked. And I have always loved scare acting. I've been scare acting since I was like super young. So I've always had that love for Halloween. But the animatronics really brought it to the point where I realized I could collect something like that, have fun with that, learn about it, learn about the art behind it, the mechanics behind it. And that eventually led to the home haunt, which Lehman Manor really did gain popularity quick because we had started just by decorating the house for a little while, but come 2020-ish, we started really pushing the walkthrough portions. So we did around our garage, then eventually around our entire backyard. And it was very heavily animatronic filled, but it was also us learning how the industry worked, starting to work with actors, starting to work with makeup and all the other parts of the industry as well. And then we were on the Fright Fight, which really helped move along the professional side of things. Because for a while, I've had the dream of moving to a professional location, and that really helped with that because we won that show. That was really cool, and that fed the opening of the professional haunt 5 points, and now we're going into our third season here, and we're having a ton of fun with it.
That is amazing. I mean, take me back to, so you said you were guest acting from an early age. Before it was 5 points and before Lehman Manor. Where were you going to guest act? I know you may have had a couple animatronics yourself, but were you just signing up to whatever you could?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we had local like trail haunts and stuff like that that me and my friends would always go to, and I'd always loved it. And I know there's still photos online that I was actually just looking at recently of me super tiny in these costumes, and it has always been so fun for me, and that totally sparked a lot of my interest in the professional side of things as well, because seeing how that works and just getting to see people's reactions to the experience is so fueling for the process. And I definitely worked that into our home haunt and then the pro haunt, because the reactions make it all worth it for sure. So, yeah, I'd say just whenever we could, we'd scare act and then also run the home haunt when we could. We'd try to split it up as much as possible.
The reactions are a little bit of a fuel or a candy in and of itself. But I was always, when we were doing voodoo at a young age, we started my freshman year of high school with the home haunt. It was always like I was torn. Do I still go trick or treating or do I actually run a haunted house? Right. So, I mean, you were doing this at a young age too. Was there no doubt for you, or were you still kind of like, maybe I'll get a little bit of candy here or there?
I think for the first few years, it was definitely like that. It's a little hard to let go of that, but eventually, probably 2 or 3 years in, I was pretty set on just scaring people. Like I had a ton of little remote control things that I would control. I had like zip lines with little props that were all DIY, and I'd love to just sit there and create those, run those, and watch the reactions because I think that's really what I enjoy.
You're like, I'll just buy the bag of candy later. I
Yeah,
get the screams
exactly.
here and now, you know?
Exactly.
So, all right. Well, with the animatronics, that brings me to, of course, the YouTube page, and it has grown in popularity even before ABC got involved, and you guys were on national television. So, tell me a little bit about the thought process. I know unboxing videos and I guess I don't know how you would describe them, but like tutorials of like how to set things up. We're just kind of getting big in our generation, right? And you know, for you to do that with Halloween animatronics and to be able to create partnerships out of it. Talk me through the entire setup of that and the initial angst to want to do something like that.
Yeah. I had always had that drive for that because it's something I've enjoyed forever, the animatronic side of things. So any way that I could help other people or put that info out there was really fun for me just because I also enjoyed it. So the unboxings really started after seeing some other people do similar things, but not the exact like method that I had figured out. And over time, I'd learned more about how to grow on YouTube. But really, it all sparked from my collection video. So I had wasn't even that many at the time, but I had all of my animatronics lined up on our deck, and just filmed them all. And that was when I probably had a few hundred subscribers, so there was nothing crazy going on. But after that video, it just took off. People loved that. It literally got millions of views, which was like, I just could not believe it. And it really helped fuel the channel overall because a lot of those people would return and see what else I would post, just because it was so new and different. So I took that and definitely realized that this is what people want to see. Because at the time, I was still posting some random things, but I fully shifted focus then to animatronics, unboxings, like you said, and collections and stuff like that. So that's really still what I see people viewing the most. There's some things that I've discovered over time that have helped as well, like vlogs, just creating, because people are always wanting to learn. That's the thing with the unboxing is people want to learn how to set these things up because they can get complicated. And yeah, like I learned over time, the vlogs really do help as well because people always want to see how to create scenes. They always want to see what we're doing and how they can replicate and learn from it. So that helped a lot. I think just educating people on YouTube is the best way to do it. There's always entertainment as well, and I do work that into a lot of them. But for as long as I've been doing it, it's more about education and just bringing people into the hobby. I think it's awesome when people reach out and say like, "You started my love for this. Thank you," because that is just so rewarding and so cool.
I think our mutual friend Dave from
Mhm.
Horror Props, Dave and Aubrey Appel, I think they say it best is, you know, different platforms, you know, you want different things out of them, right? So your content on each is not going to be the same. And I think you kind of paved your own path and did it your own way and maybe even kind of learned the hard way, kind of like you were saying there. But yeah, people want the DIY stuff on YouTube, but they want the behind the scenes on the TikTok. For me in the sports world, it's supposed to be Twitter, but I don't really like scrolling through and like I'll post updates and stuff like that, but I can't get pride off of Instagram, and Instagram's connected to Facebook. So a lot of times you're getting the view counts and the likes on there, but you're talking about videos that go viral. It is addicting, right? Once that first one
Yeah.
hits, you're just kind of like you keep checking it and you're like, wow, I can't believe it's getting all these numbers. And then it's like a snowball effect in a good way, like an avalanche,
Yeah.
a domino, where all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're getting more follows, you're getting more views, you're getting more eyes. The next video might not do as well, but it's definitely higher numbers than you were getting before because you're
Yeah.
riding that wave off of that first one. So that has definitely helped you guys popularity wise, number wise. And then, of course, to just amass so many different animatronics with the kind of partnerships that you create through that has helped the actual home haunt. So it's not like you're just unboxing, right? Then you turn around and you're using it in your haunt, and then your haunt becomes a pro haunt. And we'll get to that in a second as we're working our
Yeah.
way through here. But one of the other things that I'm sure has helped popularity wise is being on all of the lists here in Chicago. You're a fellow Chicago haunt builder like the rest of us.
Mhm.
This is actually not your first time on the podcast. We interviewed you live at the Shindig 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about what being a Chicago haunt builder has been like and how helpful it's been to be in this Chicagoland community.
Yeah, it's been super helpful. I mean, we've learned a ton from people, gotten a ton from people. I mean, traded stuff with people in the community. Is a very, very welcoming community, and the haunter industry in general is. But yeah, Chicago Haunt Builders has always been amazing. Yeah, we try to make it to every shindig. It's always super fun, and try to visit as many haunts as we can on the list because it gets really busy, but it's really fun to see what people are doing. But yeah, it's been super helpful. We've really gotten to learn a lot and meet a lot of really cool people.
Think you came through Voodoo the one time, and I didn't. I was kind of like multitasking and didn't realize. And I think I want to say it was you because the lady that was running our table at the time, I
Huh.
think she struck up a conversation with somebody. She's like, "Oh, you're in the Chicago Haunt Builders. Like, do you have a home haunt?" And it was just somebody solo, and he was like, "Yeah, we have our own haunt." I'm almost 100% it was you, because she was like giving you pointers and stuff like that. And then afterwards, I was like, "Do you realize who that was?" Like they were on. I don't know if you guys had done the Light Fright or the ABC show yet, but
Uh-huh.
I don't think he needs pointers from us. I think he's doing just fine. Like, but there was that, and then we had another friend that was coming around doing haunt stuff with us that lived by you, and he was always saying like, "Hey, they're up. They're starting to decorate the front lawn," and
Mhm.
he wanted to make sure that your house was on our lists, and I was like, "Yep, he's a Chicago haunt builder. Of course, we've got the address locked in."
That's
So,
awesome. That's
yeah, tell me a little bit about the years of doing it at your house. Being the guy who basically runs Voodoo, I know how stressful it can get. My mom knows how stressful it can get, so I'm sure
hmm
it weighs on the family as well. But
Yeah.
one thing that we haven't gotten to is that breath of fresh air to be able to take the jump to the pro haunt side. But I know we will miss our memories a little bit at home. It's that
hmm
love hate relationship. So talk to me about Lehman Manor and all those years of doing it out of your house.
Yeah, it's definitely nostalgic thinking back on it, and it's very, very different making that jump to the professional haunt because there's a lot more business and legal things involved with this process. So it's more difficult to do stuff. Having the year-round time to do stuff in a professional haunt is what really, really makes it worth it. But the home haunt is so fun. One day I'd love to be able to do one again. Right now it's just too busy, but it's such a cool, unique thing. And it brings a lot of people together and brings a lot of entertainment to people. Like we had incredible numbers on some of our nights while doing that. And the feedback we got was awesome because it's free. It's completely free for people. So people already appreciate that a ton. And you're giving them something to do while just trick or treating or while looking for something to do. So it's something that really makes a lot of people happy, which is very cool. But also running it and that side of things is so fun because it's really, really free. Like with the Pro Hunt, there's a lot of I don't know, just a lot of boundaries when doing stuff. At least when moving quick in processes like building, because of permits and things like that. With the home hunt, it's all freedom. You get to basically do what you want as long as it's safe. Do what you want and build what you want, and just transform your house, which is so fun. So that's what I really enjoyed about that. Uh, but yeah, I think the fact also that it's just at a house and a lot of people maybe hadn't heard about it and just are driving by and see it is really intriguing for people because, like, for example, we had Colossus, our giant ogre, out on the driveway, and that's just not something you see every day. So I think that part is fun too, because when people come to a large location haunt, people are expecting to see stuff like that. And you still amaze a lot of people, but people are expecting it. At a home haunt, I think it's really fun when you can completely blow people away because they just don't know what to expect.
No doubt. And I mean, you talk about a little bit of that transformation too. I mean, just here at ours, I could tell that it was a completely different location. It feels like a completely different house compared to, your normal house. The other not, I guess 9 or 10 months of the year, right? Because you're starting your build probably August, right? I don't know if you go
Mhm.
that early, but different, that the house itself has a different personality,
Yeah.
so to speak, right? And it feels like a completely different space, a completely different world, no matter how uh little some home haunts do to transform it, or how big we go with the whole walkthrough and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your transformation, though, on your personality. Where would we find you? We'll jump into the voodoo personality segment. Where would we find you outside of the haunt world when you're not running this stuff? Of course, you're super busy now with having a pro haunt, but outside of all of the work, and I know it's fun too. But where would we normally
Well,
find Miles, and maybe some of the rest of the family as well?
yeah, I was gonna say, I think just hanging out with family and friends is what I do most of the time. I mean, most, like, I'd say at least 95% of my life is at the haunt or doing haunt work. But I also enjoy doing things outside of it. A lot of the things do still have connection. Like, I enjoy doing, like, I don't know, 3D modelings for the future plans and stuff like that, which still does connect to the haunt world. I enjoy music a lot, so I play the drums. That's always fun. But yeah, I'd say most of my life is here, other than hanging out with family and friends.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yes, we do find our enjoyment in what we do, which is always a
exactly.
plus, right? So,
Yeah, totally.
might as well do something you love, and then it's not work, right? So,
Yeah.
that's always good. But we got to get into a little bit of that work, because now we'll switch gears into the pro side. You have so many different pieces to your, I guess, haunt biography.
Mhm.
We've gone through the origins and the home haunt, and now it's pro haunt time, and like you said, that comes with a lot more legal recourse that you got to be careful with, but also a lot more building and construction and always improving. Luckily, you've gotten the chance to learn from a lot of the greats in the industry, and just trial and error. I mean, how much do you learn just firsthand, just running a home haunt, right? So, tell me a little bit about getting 5 Points started. And of course, ABC helped a little bit with that, and we can even dive into that a little bit. But from the nuts and bolts of it, how did you guys get started, and what was the vision for 5 Points in the beginning?
Mhm. I think the two things you said were very important in the process. Learning from the home haunt definitely helped a lot. We did that for years, and that process really fueled this. And then also, just like, I mean, learning from other people was very, very helpful. We have some really cool friends in the industry who have helped just a ton with this process. But the other big thing is definitely just learning by doing. And the first year we did make a ton of mistakes, like everybody does, and it does let you know for the next year what not to do, how to do things. And I think by now, our third year, we're really learning exactly what works, what doesn't work, and how the process works as well. At first, it really is just it, like, you get drowned in a ton of information. Um, that switch is crazy, especially if you've never run anything in the entertainment industry. Entertainment industry is very unique in the fact that it's just so different, because we've got so many random things that we're building, so many mazes. A lot of it's dark, which is a problem in the fire department's eyes and the city's eyes. So it's very unique business compared to like a grocery store or something like that, which brings its own difficulties by the city not really knowing. Like, our city personally, there's no haunt in West Chicago, other than us, that's like in a set location. So they were new to it as well as us. So they were a little bit confused at first, and we were confused as first. So we had to work things out and figure out how it worked for both of us. And that process took a long time. We actually didn't get our occupancy until the day we opened, which was very scary that first year. Um, the fire department is probably the biggest switch. Like, working with them was the biggest switch in the whole process, because learning how that all works, the fire code, is a very difficult thing, especially when it comes to working around corridors and building your own walls and sets. So I'd say that was our biggest hurdle there. But yeah, just learning how it all works, all the little things that you have to do, waivers and things like that for the safety of the customers, and then in the building process was probably the main thing as well.
Yeah, Michael Peters came on and talked a lot about the fire safety codes and stuff, and even running a home haunt. And depends on, the town that you're living. Of course, every single
Yeah.
town has, fire safety, right? But depending on the town you're living in and how permanent your structure is and where your structure is too, is when they'll step in a little bit more. I will say, never really had that here in Schaumburg, but that's not to say that we weren't safe about things and we didn't keep that in mind about things. And I'm sure you guys were the same way. It's just now it's a little bit more putting pencil to paper and actually writing it out or actually signing that kind of contract or making sure that the inspection's actually done. So yeah, a lot more red tape to probably cut through. But then you're putting on a professional show too. So you talked about that entertainment side of things where you don't want it to be you want it to be safe for the customer, but you still want it to be scary, right? It can't be a lights on tour like like we're going to see on Thursday just for grins, right? So yeah, a lot more comes with that. We did get to see you guys in your first year. It was so cool because I came in our voodoo sweater with all my patches on the back, and one of your actors noticed and ran to the gift shop and just gave me a 5 points patch, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that's awesome. So I've got that sewn on the back now. I should have brought it over here with me, but it's so nice out today. I've got the t-shirt on, but yeah, so that was, I believe that was year one of you guys, and we have not
That's
seen
awesome.
you since. You've expanded, you've added, and then you've also expanded calendar wise. You've done some off-season events, and like I said, you're going to be opening up on Thursday for MHC. Tell me a little bit about your off-season events and maybe what you've added for people who haven't seen you. Obviously can't give too many spoilers away, but maybe what you've added since year one.
Yeah. Oh, we've added a ton since year one. We've expanded the walkthrough a lot, especially in the basement, but upstairs as well. It's been a lot of changes. Yeah, the off-season events were really fun too, especially because um, it's just so unique and so fun. Like for Christmas, people are coming to the haunted house. We know that they're going to be huge haunt fans. Most people are just looking for haunts in October. So the people who come to those events, are very into it. So we just had fun with them. We packed this place with actors. Just made it crazy. Tons of crazy Christmas music going. It was awesome. So I think that was super unique and super fun. We weren't able to do any other holiday events yet just because we've been doing escape rooms. So we've been super busy with the escape rooms, but I'd love to do more events like that. Just it's so unique and so fun. But the expansions are most of the rest of the year. So I think a good schedule for us has been doing the haunt season, Christmas, and then full focus on escapes and expanding. So other than the escape rooms, we've been basically all of our time spent on rooms. Since year one, I'd say there's probably at least 5 new areas in the top floor, and then I don't even know, the whole basement has changed since then. I'd say there's probably not a single recognizable thing down there other than the kitchen. But yeah, we've worked on expanding a lot, and there's still room to expand, which I'm excited about. Yeah, lots of new scenes, lots of things that we've learned over time that we've applied to old scenes as well. We've really upgraded some of those first year scenes to the point where I'm sure a lot of people won't fully recognize them. I think one of the cool things about being so early in the process is we still have those areas that are a little more simple that we want to expand upon and improve upon. So that has been really fun, especially come this third year. We're really getting to work on small details, things that people might not even notice. It's really just for like those true fans who might come through multiple times or come back from a previous year. I think it's fun to work in details like that, and it's something that we never really got to do at the home haunt and just in the beginning, just because of time. It's always a rush, and it's still a rush, but it's really fun to be able to do small things that we've always wanted to do, just weren't really able to.
You guys have such a unique building. You mentioned that kitchen down there in that basement, and that's what stands out from our time going through, at least in the basement. But you've got multiple levels. I believe I was told that that building before 5 points, or maybe even a couple of businesses before 5 points, it was a club, like a nightclub. Okay,
Yeah.
so and maybe it was a little bit before our time, before you and I were clubbing, right? But
Yeah.
uh, tell me about what it's like to kind of work in that space. And of course, there's different levels, so you don't always get that with a haunted house. Maybe you get that with like a Hell's Gate, or trying to think of some other haunts within our area. Abandoned has a couple of different levels and stuff like that. But what
Mhm.
does it take for you guys to build in that space and kind of make a cohesive story with also a path that works for everybody?
Yeah, that was definitely a challenge, but I think it is also something that has helped us a lot. We were originally signing with a warehouse when we were looking around for buildings, and we were sending the letter of intent to them. And as we were doing that, literally the day of, there was the owners of this place, the people who had just bought it. It was abandoned for 7 years, but the people who had bought it reached out because they had come through the home haunt, and they told us it was such a unique location and we should definitely check it out. So we came even though we were signing with other place, and it was so perfect for a haunted house. So we signed with this instead, and I'm very glad we did because, yeah, like I said, it's challenging because in the beginning we had to take out three entire full-size bars because it was a club, a entire stage, which was a little sad because the history of that is really cool, which I'll get into, but we had to take out a lot of stuff that was just making the path impossible. We also had to completely redo the flooring because it was abandoned. It was broken into a ton, so we had to clean it all up. The first few months were just cleanup. Um, but in the end, and now, it's really useful because it's got such a unique path. Being two floors as well has been really cool for us because there aren't too many haunts nearby that have that. And people really enjoy that. And some people don't realize it and think they're done at the halfway point, and then we can really scare them good and get them back into it, which is fun. Um, but yeah, working around those things was cool because we have some areas that you wouldn't really be able to build, like real rocks, real stone, and stuff like that. It's an 100-year-old barn, so it's got some creepiness to it already, which helped as well, especially that first year when we weren't able to do everything we wanted to do to it. But then also, yeah, like you said, that entire kitchen being in was super helpful too because it's real. And it's hard to replicate something that is real because just the grime to it and the fact that it's all actual metal is super cool to us. And yeah, that helped a lot with the realism of those scenes and just the scare factor of them as well. It's a really cool place.
I bet 100-year-old barn. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at. I'm in Schaumburg, and a lot of Schaumburg used to be swamp and farmland, right? So
Mhm.
most people think like suburbs of Chicago. Most things were developed in what 40s, 50s, and 60s if it's somewhere near Chicago. But you go further out west, and now you're starting to get into either it was not developed at all, or it was just farmland. West Chicago kind of falls into that area too. So tell me, I said I heard you say you wanted to go a little bit more into that history. Tell me a little bit about that
Yeah.
history of the 100-year-old barn.
Yeah, well, so originally it was an actual barn, and the silo just to my right out here outside this window was eventually turned into that first staircase that people go up, which I think is awesome. That
Yeah.
section alone is really what sold it to us because it's got this massive rock archway in the silo, that everyone sees when they go in, which I think is super cool alone. But the building itself after that, the basement was, I think, pretty much always a restaurant and bar. They built that full scale kitchen in that side. And right now I'm just talking about our barn side, but eventually they did add on the bowling alley side as well. But with the barn side, basement restaurant, the club upstairs was a few different actually clubs, I believe. I don't know for sure the whole history, but I know that there was Synergy nightclub, there was Club 38 here for a while. And if you look up Club 38 on YouTube, you can find an amazing amount of clips of recognizable people performing here, just amazing events as well. It was a really really cool thing to see for us, and just recently, like I was searching again and I still find new clips of it. The Massacre owner, Ryan, actually had our place at one point. It was doing parties here, had a haunt here, had Massacre here for a little bit. So I thought that was super cool too because it has a haunted house history as well, which makes sense. It's a perfect place for that. And I really don't know what else you could turn it into at this point, other than a club and a haunt, because it's such a unique spot. But then also the fact that it has that bowling alley side, that warehouse side that they attach to, is really cool as well, because the owners of this property, hopefully soon, will be starting to renovate that. The plan has been for a little while now to renovate that back to a bowling alley, arcade, bar, and stuff like that, which I think would be really beneficial to both of us, having a dual entertainment complex here, basically. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Okay, so we've had some people on from Massacre, and maybe not necessarily current Massacre folks, but I had not heard, even through the grapevine, that Massacre used to own that building. And I feel like that was a big piece of information that was left out from their interviews that we're getting now. So we're getting a little bit more behind the scenes, and that's so interesting that there were plans, or I guess those plans were enacted to actually have a haunted house there. But like you said, I did know about the club side. You had sounds like some famous people up in the club at certain points. But yes, entertainment complex are becoming all the rage, whether that is in the sports world. You know, we just got news that dropped this morning about if the Bears are going to go to Arlington Heights or probably go to Indiana at this point, right? Because Illinois lawmakers. But I digress. But it's all industry, entertainment industry, I should say. Whether that's the sports side of what I do, and then the haunt side. There's a lot of crossover between the two. We talked to a bunch of folks within the industry that they're either Sox or Cubs fan or both. And in the winter, we're all rooting for the Blackhawks and Bears, right? So we all love our entertainment and would love to see all of it at one spot. I think that was kind of the idea when Hell's Gate built basically the whole grounds that they're on now. I think that was the idea when Forsaken Hollow was moving out to Sycamore, basically over there. And for you guys to have something like that there. I know your mom was talking a little bit about the escape rooms, and you mentioned those as well, going year round, and bringing in another source of revenue so that you guys can continue your build season, but then also have your fun and keep people connected with you guys. So that is great. It keeps you busy though. So that will lead me to my Frankenfuel Zombie Zap segment, because you mentioned off-season events. Not only are you guys sometimes running some at Christmas time, but you're also visiting. We saw you guys at Disturbia, was for the Valentine's Day haunt, I think that was. And I'm sure you're going elsewhere. Of course, like we said, we've got MHC coming up. So let me crack open my Frankenfuel here. What do you have fueling you during either builds or just running around like crazy in the haunt industry?
I mean, Frankenfuel would be one of those things for sure. I have a whole fridge full of them right here. But I mean, yeah, like I said, reactions, I think, and something that helps with that a lot is running the escape rooms. Having people constantly flowing through here is really cool. We get to have that year-round recognition, bring people back from the haunt season, really get to know people as well. That's something that's cool about running those. With the haunt season, you're moving thousands of people through here, so as much as you may want to, it's hard to actually get to know people, get to hear the actual reactions. But when you're doing the escape rooms, it's really cool because you have one group at a time, and you get to really talk with them, figure out how the experience works, maybe what doesn't work, and learn from that. So that was really cool. And I think that's what really fuels the off-season stuff. Other than that, just the fact that we all love to build. My favorite part of everything we do, other than the actual season, would definitely be building the scenes, figuring out the creatives behind it all. So I would say those two things are the main things for me, and Frankenfuel.
Yes, that's for sure. And yes, I loved always putting those screws through my fingers during voodoo season. The builds are so much fun. No, I'm kidding. Like getting electrocuted several different times and coming away
Literally.
with cuts and bruises or
We have
paint all over you.
We have a top 10 dangerous list that constantly gets renovated.
Oh man! Contrary to popular belief, we are very safe with everything that we did. I have to use past tense now because voodoo, rest in peace. We're done. We're done. We're not doing this again. But it was always me. I would put myself in the line of fire because it's my house. I might as well not, kill any of my friends. Basically,
Exactly.
That's for the actual setup nights. When we're actually running and. Then you could terrorize the children, right? But so. Yeah, I mean it's grueling work, but there is like I was saying earlier, there's a love-hate relationship with that too as well, and that's a lot of fun. And that's part of something I'm going to miss. But maybe I'll jump on to another build crew for now. Guest acting, going around different haunt events
Yeah,
has been
totally.
fun. I'm going to get a chance to see you guys on Thursday. Going to get a chance to guest act at Basement on Friday with that dual Friday night tour of Basement and Massacre. Will you be able to attend that one? Are you guys going to be around for that one?
I would really like to. I definitely want to try. I love both of those haunts. But we'll see. It's definitely very busy for us, and it's going to depend on what's happening with the show because we are bringing an insane, probably too insane booth to the show. We're going to be doing pretty much an entire show there, so we're going to see how that goes because we're still working on balancing, finishing up the haunt and finishing up the booth and the show we're doing. So we'll see how busy we are, and if we can, then I definitely would like to.
We were just talking on the previous interview with Booth and Ciraulo about the certain booths that make you wait in a super long line and never open the door. Are we getting some kind of a booth like that from 5 Points?
No, it's gonna be crazy. It will be interactive with
Okay.
people. But it's gonna be I mean, like I said, it is a full show that we've been working on. I've been workshopping it for about a year now, the whole concept behind it, since last year. Last year we really found what we did worked. There were some videos that went pretty viral on it. And we just heard from a lot of people who had walked by and a lot of people who had joined the haunt after that the booth that we built for last season, it really brought the attention we wanted from it. The thing that really helped was having the actors on top of it, building out this scene. Um, there's multiple spots in the haunt row where people do that as well. But I think what we've done this year is bigger than a lot of what I've seen there. And we're really trying to push a story and make it kind of like a play, where there's a show that brings you in, gets you kind of to interact. So everyone will be in a way a part of this show. And then there's going to be giveaways that we do and things like that because I think this is a very important show because it's the local audience. So as many people as we can reach and kind of bring in and amaze in any way that we can is very beneficial, I think.
It's a good point too that I don't think we make enough is that this is for us, this is our local audience. Like sure, we talk
Mhm.
about it in the sense of, oh, these are all of our friends and we're networking, but for a business side perspective, every single business supposedly is focused on Transworld, right? And that's the big one. And that's where you're buying your stuff and that's where you're trading and selling and whatnot on the big trade show floor, right? But
Yeah.
MHC still has its huge business benefits rather
Yeah.
than just the personal side of networking and stuff like that. But I mean, in a sense, it's personal as well because, like you said, it's your target market. But that's where the entertainment world is always flowing, and it's always a big network and such. And we talked about entertainment, and in my line of entertaining. Maybe just because I'm a prima donna, but there's always a microphone and a camera to follow. So we got to talk
Mhm.
about your national TV experience with ABC and
Yeah.
backtrack a little bit. Tell me what it was like signing up for that process, and then the entire. I mean, what did they shoot over? Was that a couple of months, couple of weeks, and what's the whole process like for that show?
It was about a week of things that happened. The process was amazing. It's still one of the most fun things I've ever been a part of. Signing up was it was about a year before I believe that the actual show took place, and I wasn't even sure that we'd be even considered. But there was kind of a line of considerations where they would bring in a ton of people that they considered and go on a Zoom call and basically ask why they want to be a part of it. So that was kind of that first round of like elimination or bringing in the contenders. And at the Zoom call, we went through the story and how it all started and stuff like that. And they did really like that, which was really cool. And we were actually that year, 2023, looking at going into a mall nearby um, to kind of start that pro haunt jump. But the same time that we're considering that, the Fright Fight reached out and brought us onto that Zoom meeting. And after that, it was probably not even a week later, and they said that we were picked for the show. So that was super exciting for us. The crazy thing was that was in the beginning of the year, and they said they were coming to film in June. So we had to have the whole haunt set up in June, which was really crazy for our neighbors and for us because we were not used to that. So we set it up for that, which was a rush, but really, really cool because we had a little bit of time, but it was enough to detail it and make it really what we wanted for that show. Then they came out, they brought a ton of film equipment over. One weekend was like the main like filming days, but there was also promo days and things like that that they came back to do, and then the ending day where they came back it was probably less than a week, but a few days later to actually give us the U1. But yeah, the process was very cool because I had never been, I had done some like news things before them, but I had never been on TV like that. So that was super cool for all of us. And they were an amazing crew as well. It wasn't too many people. I'd say it was about 10 people most of the time. But it was an incredibly well produced show. They were all obviously very good at their jobs. And they filmed everything that we were doing, just kind of B-roll. They had us do interviews and things like that. We had no idea what other haunts they were going to, which was kind of cool. There was multiple haunts that were in the show that I was worried about also being up against, which I was actually correct about a few of them because I was like, these guys are incredible. But yeah, we had predicted a few, but didn't actually know what we were up against. But yeah, we were not aware when we won that we had won until that scene where they show it, which I thought was cool as well. Because a lot of people have asked, like, is that scripted? Did you guys already know? But we literally walk out, and you can see in the show our reactions walking out and seeing they're there. Because they had told us that about a week later they were coming to do another like promo day where it was just photos of the haunt and stuff like that. But they had come set up in the backyard without us knowing, and we walk out, and the judge was there, and he was congratulating us. It was a very, very cool experience and completely shocking when we won as well, because we were up against some incredible, incredible people. And it was very cool because the trans world after that, we got to meet, I think, pretty much all the people who were also on the show. So that was super cool too, talking with all of them.
It's like catching Santa Claus in the act, right? You walk out on the
Yeah.
lawn and for them to be in your backyard too, it's like a little intrusive, but all right,
Yeah.
let you guys do it. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. It
Wow,
was
yeah,
so
no,
cool.
that's awesome. Have you gotten a chance? I know you kind of said that you met some of the other people, but have you gotten a chance to travel out? Because I know they're all over the country, but have you seen any of their other displays?
I haven't been able to in person I don't believe any of them. Just because especially around that time it was so busy with the home haunt.
Right.
But I would love to one day. I know at least one of them was working on a professional endeavor. But I'd like to visit as many of those as I can because everyone on that show was incredibly deserving of being there. It was a very cool experience.
Well, incredibly deserving is good verbiage for it because I mean you guys took home the prize. I know our buddy Jim Slanker in
Hmm.
Chicago Haunt Builders. Jim Slanker always talks about how the Christmas side of things, which is really the only one that ABC still does, is always like the Griswolds, right? One more light than your neighbor, and it's a little bit of a competition. But it's nice to hear that even these other super talented haunts are becoming friends with each other right throughout the show, and that's nationwide, right? And that's not even talking
Yeah.
about the various different CHB haunts that could have been picked. I mean, we talk about Jim himself or Toby up
Hmm.
in Lake in the Hills, and with Haunt 31. I mean, there's a lot even within this area. So for you guys to get selected is a testament to not only your guys' skill, but how well you guys market and how well that you are just, in the community as a whole
Yeah.
and a part of it too. I know there's some people that are probably jealous out there. We hear it through the grapevine, right? What would you
Yeah.
say to the people that don't realize that you've cornered the market on this? And I mean, I think in some ways it is a sense of just jealousy or envy, right? But I mean, there's probably just some people that don't realize the vision, and I mean, we're around the same age, right? I mean, you're like a young prodigy here. You're like the next John LaFlamboy here.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, everyone was deserving of being there. I think also what you said about marketing and being known in the community really has helped us. The thing about Midwest really, it's cool because we are all these same similar businesses that should be competing, but we really do all want to help each other, all of the different haunts, and I think that goes the same for home haunts as well. We're all in this very niche category of industry, and I think that really brings us together because we have this same collective interest. So that is really something that has made it less competitive and more just like everyone we talked to at Transworld afterwards was super happy for us about the win, which I thought was super cool because yeah, there is definitely jealousy, and I've heard that as well, but not really from the other people in it. And people are always going to have opinions watching it because I mean all of them were amazing, so it would make sense if other people thought another haunt should win. But I think being in it and involved with the other groups, knowing that everyone is like together in it and friendly about it, it was really cool.
Let the haters hate, right?
Yeah.
I've always kind of said, if you're not making haters along the way, you're probably doing something wrong. You're playing it too
Yeah.
safe, you know. So
Totally.
let that hate fuel you. Not to make another
Yeah.
Frankenfuel reference, but yeah, exactly. But I know you guys are just kind of doing your own thing and not even worried about that and having your own success regardless. And it's incredible to see. And like I said, we can't wait to see it this upcoming Thursday at the Thursday pre-convention bus tour. Get your tickets now. Listen, I'd say that 5 Points is going to be my most favorite part of the entire tour, but as an Italian, I think it would be illegal for me to not say the dinner is going to be the most important part for me. But no, I'm excited for the food, but I'm also excited to see 5 Points because, like I said, it's a little bit removed. Can't wait to see what you guys have changed up. But also to just get to see the lights on tours from some of our other peers too.
Yeah.
Disturbia does a great job. And then Hell's Gate, of course. I know you and I have both done behind the scenes tours with John already. So that'll be kind of, you guys will be setting up your haunt. But for me, it'll just kind of be like, yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out here and maybe see what they have new that my friends haven't already shared via Snapchat behind the scenes
Yeah.
here and there. So and that'll be as of the end of Thursday, if you count those as 3 haunts, right? Even though they're lights on tours, that'll be 4 haunts within a week for me. Because Saturday, I do want to give a quick shout out. We did attend 13th Floor's halfway to Halloween blackout event.
Nice.
And I want to just thank Angie Olson. I can't exactly say publicly what she did for us, but Angie was a huge help. Angie's the best. And we did just have Danny on the last episode. So go check out Danny Panic and everything that she does. She's another titan in the industry. So I want to thank both of them. And of course, Tyler was there, the whole crew. I don't want to leave everybody out, but I'd be here all day if I start rattling off names. So it was just the ones that we saw and the ones that helped us upgrade. And then, of course, got to rep the merch too. So it's a busy time. I know you've got a lot going on with gearing up for Thursday and the weekend itself with the booth and everything. But tell the people what you have coming, maybe this upcoming 2026 haunt season for both not only 5 Points but for Brick Thunder, for any of your characters. What's on the horizon for you?
Yeah. Well, on Brick Thunder, I'll always be posting as much as I can with the behind the scenes. I love showing people that, and people do love to see it. So that has been super cool. But yeah, for haunt season, I think it has been really helpful that we've had this tour as like kind of a deadline for us because we've gotten to do a lot of our changes early. So a lot of the rest of the year will be detail, but mostly the focus will be on opening other escapes because the escapes are fun, and also like we were discussing earlier, it's a way to bring profit in year round, which has been super helpful for us. And it was very much inspired by haunts like Massacre and Midnight Terror, for example, like all these haunts who just take their already existing haunt rooms, turn it into escape room. It's genius. It works amazing. You're reusing the space that you wouldn't be able to really use otherwise. So definitely working on. We have 4 rooms planned. Probably going to do 2 more this year if we can. So that'll be a big focus. But yeah, still upgrading the haunt, still expanding. So a lot of new stuff for this season.
Yeah, I mean, it is such the axe throwing is what gets me. That's become a trend, and so many haunts have axe throwing on top of it. I don't know. I guess it makes sense because you could use that as a weapon in the haunted house safely, of course. But when it comes to the escape room side of thing, I mean, escape rooms it hasn't even been a whole decade since it became all the new craze, and people are still jumping on them. So it's such an interesting and unique idea, smart idea, really, to add those to the haunt and keep that up year round. So that's great that you guys got going for you. You have a character, right? Or are you too busy running the show at this point?
It depends. I don't have like a set character. I do jump in as much as I can just because it's super fun to act, and I've always loved to do that. But uh, most of the time, I'd say most of the season, I'm running around helping with makeup, costumes, scenes, any issues in the haunt. We do have a lot of animatronics. So, like for example, one of our huge animatronics heads fell off mid-season last year, so I had to get
Oh
up and
no.
weld that. So there's a lot of things that happen around the house that I have to run and work with. But yeah, as much as I can, I try to act as well because it's really a fun experience.
Okay. Do you have forgive me, I'm not aware of, is there a story around 5 points? Have you guys started to come up with lore? Most haunts have a cohesive story at this point, but I know for us at Voodoo, we didn't really have one because as a home haunt, right? Like it's hard to not be that hodgepodge classic style haunted house where oh, here's the butcher scene and stuff like that, but you still got to make it kind of flow. Like we would have a polka dot room into a clown room, right? So you
Yeah.
kind of put different tropes next to each other, but do you guys have a storyline behind 5 points?
There's a future plan behind it, which explains the name and logo a little bit more. But the what you were saying there is exactly how ours works. I think story haunts are amazing. Hell's Gate is like my favorite haunt of all time, and their story is so deep and so cool. But the thing that I've found really works for us is just the fact that we're touching upon everyone's different fears, because everyone who comes through here has a different fear. And like you said with the home haunt, it's difficult to do that, especially in such a little space with a story. So we do the same thing where, like, for example, you go into like a garden and then a forest and then a swamp and then a graveyard. It does flow very well. You're never gonna go through a door and it's completely something different. I think flow is important like that so that you don't get taken out of the experience and it all makes sense. But I think the audience really most of the audience craves the scare and craves build up. And something that we've really worked on is like that psychological aspect rather than the storyline, because it is really cool when you can get your audience hooked on a story, but it's also really important to get people the scares that they came for, touch upon all those different fears that are coming through, and getting the reaction out of as many people as you can of it being a positive experience.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait for the storyline in a few years, hopefully to drop from you guys. I assume I maybe have buried the lead a little bit here. I was always assuming that 5 points, of course, a star like that is like, well, actually, no, there's 6 points on a Chicago star. So where does the name 5 points come from? Are there five immediate members in your family or something?
The 5 points name is part of a bigger concept that we're gonna work on, and it's been this is really this is the first jump towards that full concept
Okay.
that I've been working on for literally as long as I can remember. But I think it's something very unique to the industry, and something that I am very confident in bringing to people. So this is what's working up to that, and I don't want to give too much away on that, but it will have a meaning that makes sense eventually. The name really comes from the logo, which comes from the future plans.
Okay. Because yeah,
Yeah.
what it's you, your mom, your dad, and your sister. You have you have two siblings? One sibling?
One sibling. And
Okay,
then
so that's only four. Yeah.
and then we also have like one of my best friends from school. We've known each other forever. Him and his family have been a huge help throughout the whole process. My girlfriend helps with a ton of this stuff as well. We have a lot of our actors who come in, but yeah, it really is a family thing, and there's not too many of us who are here a lot of the time working on stuff. It's still a small build crew, but I think people do enjoy that because knowing that it's like a full passion thing really helps.
If you were to name it 1 point for each person that helps out, yeah, it's like the 25 point haunted house, So that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, yeah, can't wait. Yeah, can't wait to see the full unveil of the meaning behind that and such. And yeah, it does take a village for a lot of these things.
Yeah.
Even for Voodoo, I mean, we had a group chat of 25 people, and when
Yeah.
only 5 or 10 of them are the immediate build crew, it does make things harder. So you got to have those people in your corner. You got to have the right people in there too. We've had a lot of cast changes throughout the years of doing Voodoo. Just no hard feelings on some of them, but it's like we need the people that can be in our corner when we need them. So it sounds like you guys got a great group over there. You have great inspiration, knowing that that Hell's Gate is one of your favorite haunts. I mean, how can it not be, right, in the Chicagoland area?
Yeah.
I try not to play favorites on this podcast, but it's like when you have Dark Disney in the backyard, you gotta go and look at what Dark Disney's doing, right? So
exactly.
But yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys are doing. Can anybody find you on any socials, and where can they stay up to date on all their 5 points information?
5 Points Haunted House on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that. But Brick Thunder is where I'd say if you want to see the behind the scenes and get some early access on that stuff, that's probably where you'd want to go for that. But yeah, if you want to apply, if you want to find info about the calendar and things like that, that'd be on 5pointshaunt.com. And then the socials, same name, 5 Points Haunt.
Sweet. Miles, thank you so much. We'll have to get you on again at some point, especially when more of the story is coming out, when you guys are adding to whatever you've got, and just for grins, right? I mean, this is such a great community, and it's we're so glad to have you guys in the Chicagoland area, in the Chicago Haunt Builders, and be able to kind of bump ideas around with great people like you and the rest of your family. So thank you again for hopping on. I know this is last minute and it's a busy week for you guys, but I can't wait to see you guys at the end of this week.
Yeah, I'm excited to show you. Thanks so much for having me. This is fun.
Absolutely. We will talk to you soon. And for those of you out there, you may have missed the halfway to Halloween, or maybe you didn't at 13th floor, but you have a whole nother weekend of haunts to get to, whether that is the Thursday pre-convention bus tour, one more time, Disturbia and Hell's Gate, lights on, plus a dinner at Disturbia. Disregard what we were talking about in the previous interview between myself and Tyler Booth. He was saying candlelit dinner. He wanted to get a little romantic with me, but no, it's actually it's just dinner. I don't know why. I don't know where he. I read the fine print. Tyler can't read too well, but that's okay. We love Tyler anyways. And then of course 5 Points Haunted House to cap off the night on Thursday. But then the fun continues Friday. Massacre. But before Massacre, right up the road at Basement of the Dead. Those two are 5 minutes apart in Aurora and Montgomery. So check out two more amazing haunts. As much as we praise Hell's Gate, I always say Massacre is one of the scariest and loudest in the Chicagoland area. And then we might as well party the weekend away, right? Saturday, I'll be eating some super hot, spicy crap on stage, helping Chris Zarobsky out with the Haunt Olympics. And then partying in the evening, leading to the Hangover Sunday. I mean, the rest of the convention on Sunday. And then, of course, that concludes the weekend. But hope to see everybody out there. Make sure you get your MHC passes. And we will see everybody there, including the McCabe family. So, all right. We will see you guys. I know this is the May episode. We'll see you guys in June after all the festivities are over. And next thing you know, it's going to be August, and we're going to be talking haunt season. So the year is going by quickly, and we will keep you informed throughout that entire time. But for the meantime, peace. See you guys. Be safe.